And good evening, everyone, and welcome once again to Bleckley County Royals football here on the Royal Football Network, YouTube, if you will. Don Baum here along with Mr. James Hager bringing you all the action as the Royals have returned home here in Cochran at Royal Stadium, Shelley Hayes Field, to take on the South Atlanta Hornets, a team we've never played before in the history of our school. James is really a young school, although it's two veteran schools combined back in '94 to make this school. And they are a double-A school. And
that was 26 years ago, though.
Yeah. When you think 94, you think that's not long ago. When you do the math, it was long ago.
Yeah.
26 years ago. And if you see a familiar color on the far side, well, don't be surprised, as they are purple. Purple is their main color, like ours is.
And purple and turquoise, I think, is what I was told.
Yeah, they got black pants, but they're...
Oh, yeah, purple, turquoise, and white are their colors listed on Max Preps.
Purple and turquoise. How often do you see that combination? But anyway, we're here in Cochran, another out-of-region contest for the Royals as they come in 1-1 on the year. They defeated West Lawrence 2 weeks ago by a score of 27-19. And James, last week we lost a heartbreaker over in Rochelle to Wilcox County by a score of 21-20. On a fourth down Hail Mary pass.
Yeah, it was 25 seconds they pulled it down, and we led 20-19. And unfortunately, they went for two, and were able to get that two and just get the win, pull it out of there. Not the way you want to lose a game, and I'm sure the coaches were questioning some of their choices during the week. But hey, it happens. You got to make those choices, and you go with them. So,
and think about it, that was actually the third time they threw a pass on fourth down, and it's bad enough it happens to you once in a game, but 3 times in a game, that's just hard to stomach. But it happened. You got to deal with it and move on. The Royals will move on tonight to take on the Hornets of South Atlanta. And James just looking at the crowd, decent crowd for the Royals, but not a whole lot over on the far side because it's a pretty long trip down here. But if we have any listeners from the Atlanta area, which I think we will tonight, Coach Lashley said that some of the people are wanting to know the website we're on. So if you're a South Atlanta fan, you're tuning in, welcome aboard. We'll bring you the game as best we can, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. James, the Royals coming out in all black tonight. Black jerseys, black pants with gold numbers, white helmets with the Royals on it. The Hornets will be in white pants, white jerseys with purple numbers, and black pants and white helmet. So, even though purple is the main color for the Royals, no purple tonight except on the helmet.
Yeah.
And that's the writing on the helmet.
Yeah, and they haven't come out yet, have they?
No, they haven't.
Looks like everybody's ready to go except for the Hornets here. We've got it zoomed in a little bit. Hopefully the quality of the video is going to be good tonight. I know that we've got some people from South Atlanta that hopefully are going to be joining us. So, new viewers tonight. It should have a good turnout on the broadcast for tonight.
Yeah, if you're listening to us or you're actually logged on viewing with us, chat with us and give us some feedback on how it's going, and anything we need to do to correct it or make it better, let us know. We take constructive criticism. But,
I did figure out the Zoom just now, so we've got it zoomed a little bit.
Yeah, it does. Looking at it, it does look a little better than it did the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, try to make it a little brighter so we can see it a little bit easier. But the couple of big screens that I've heard people are watching on, it looks good. So. If you're watching on your phone, it might not be great, but blow it up.
Yeah,
Cast it to your TV.
On your TV, and a lot of people did that last week. But the roster we have for the Hornets tonight may not be entirely accurate, James. I did email their coach at first of the week, but I never heard back from him. And Mr. Shane Savant kind of pieced this together from here and there, and he said that it may not be entirely accurate. And just looking on here, they had a number 50 as one of their captains, and he is not on the roster. Well, at least there's not a 50 on the roster.
Yeah, there's no 50 on there, but
we'll do the best we can with it. I think we do have the main one.
I do see that number 89 for them is he was in Aladdin, Prince Ali.
How about that?
Now everybody, I'm sure, has seen Aladdin remembers the Prince Ali, fabulous he. I'm not going to sing much, but Yeah, Prince Ali is number 89 for them. I just noticed that name. So I always look for those fun names.
Well, they have finally came on the field. They went to the east end zone down here, and number 1 for them, who is Quintavious Frazier, is holding the American flag. So apparently they're going to run out following him, waving Old Glory there, and that's good to see.
Yeah, that absolutely
is. Really good to see a young high school team proudly representing the flag there in the United States. They did win the toss, and they elected to defer, so they'll be kicking off, and Bleckley will receive. As soon as we get, it's not quite exactly game time. We still have 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the pregame clock, so that's what we're waiting on, I guess.
Well, we got 4 minutes till 7:30 when we're supposed to kick, so
okay,
we'll be, we'll be right there. We have 3 minutes and 5 seconds, but yeah. So there's a couple more minutes here to talk about it. Talk about the team. Saw some great play last week. Had I think we were up 19 to 7, 19 to 6, I'm trying to remember the flow of the game last week for how it went. Our game, yeah.
21-20 was the final.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember the flow of how the score went. I know they scored first. Or did they?
Yeah, they scored first.
Okay, that's
scored
right.
a point, and we scored, and Nick kicked the field goal, and actually had a 10-6 lead.
That's right.
And they threw that fourth down pass right before halftime, 4th and goal from the 27, and they threw a touchdown pass right before half.
That's
right.
Right.
The lead at half.
Well, they had another chance right there as the half ended. Yeah. If you remember that the guy was out of the back of the end zone.
Yeah, because we fumbled on the previous possession, and they almost scored like the last play of the half.
Yeah.
The guy called it was out of the end zone. So you're right. I'd forgotten about that.
So could have been down more at half, but hopefully we weren't. And we're able to get the lead in the second half, and leading 20 to a touchdown and another field goal in the second half wasn't enough to hold off Wilcox County last week. So we'll just see how things go tonight. But Wilcox scores a single A, and we beat 3-8 West Lawrence, 4-8 West Lawrence. And West Lawrence, of course, not playing tonight. Their game against Dodge was canceled. Dodge having some issues with COVID, and postpone their next two games. So they may not return to play until they come to us on October 9th.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Dodge County has really been hit hard by the COVID virus. It really interrupted their preseason practices, and now they've had a game canceled and another game. And, who knows what's going to happen? We may not even get to play our arch rival.
Well, even the 2 games they played, they've been. I mean, they postponed one from Friday to Saturday because they didn't have. They had a lot of their players out, and then the next week they did play last week and beat Dublin, but that was that could be one of their few in the first few weeks.
All right, the Hornets have taken their sideline over there. The clock has run out, so we're about ready to roll here.
The Royals come out at 1-1. And the Hornets are 0-1 on the year.
Yeah, they lost to Hurd County last week. I think the score was like 21-6 or 20-6, something like that. It wasn't a bad score.
Yeah, Hurd County is 3-0 on the year.
Yeah, Hurd is always a tough team.
They're AA as well.
Yeah, they actually made the Final Four a couple years ago. And the Royals have taken the field to receive, and now here come the Hornets out to kick, and let's see who's going to be their kicker.
Well, back deep for the Royals is going to be number 6, Sean Jenkins, and number 11, Jaden Mobley.
And number 14 is going to be the kicker. That is Tarek Blunt. He is a senior listed as a defensive end and tight end, and looking at him, James, I can see why.
Gives an extra tackler out there.
He's put together, isn't he? I mean, he is...
Probably, not a tall guy, but he's stocky.
I'm guessing maybe 5'8" or so, 5'9", but he has got some size on him, and it is not fat. He was in shape. But he will kick it off. He's standing. He's going to get about a 7-yard run at it, and he's a straightaway kicker. I did see him in warm-ups. So we're ready to go, and Blunt approaches, and it's a high, short kick going to be taken by an up man at the 31. He cuts back to the middle, and now go to the sideline. It's Eli Mullis, and he's down around the 36-yard line. So the Royals will have decent field position here to start the game.
Yeah, that one looked like it kind of went off the side of his foot more than I mean, he was kicking straight on. So it looked like he might not have that square toe to kick with.
You don't see many straight-on kickers anymore.
No. But he is going off. I don't know if he's going over to change his shoe or if he's
Okay, James,
not
look
coming
at
back
this.
in.
I don't mean to interrupt, but he went down near the 37. Look where they spot the ball, inside the 35.
Wow.
Not quite touching the 35-yard line. Unless his knee went down when he made that spin move. That could have been what happened.
Maybe.
Anyway, the Royals have it 1st and 10 from their own 35. Sasser's in the shotgun. 2 outs to the left, 1 to the right. And Stevens in the backfield with him. He takes a snap, and he'll pitch it to Stevens, trying to get him around the corner. And he breaks one tackle, and he's up to the 40, down around the 41-yard line. Good run.
Both Stevens and Butler had big games last week running the ball. We did really well running the ball. And finally got those passes to open up once we got the...
And it's going to be 2nd down and about 3. He got up to the 42-yard line, and Sasser brings him up again. 2 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. Stevens to the right of him. Now here's Mobley in motion. He pitches to Mobley, trying to get him around the corner. He cuts back up, and he over the 45. I think he got the first down. Yep, right around the 46. And James, I actually thought the ball popped loose there for a minute.
It looked like it, the way he was carrying it out away from him.
He did not fumble. He looked, maybe just the way his arms swung around. 1st and 10 from the 46. Royals quickly to the ball. And we'll split 2 wide to the left, 1 to the right. Stevens in the backfield. Sasser's in the shotgun. He'll send Brown in motion this time. He takes a snap, and he's looking to throw. He's looking, throwing long down the left side, and almost intercepted. He overthrew a man, and their guy ran up under, right around the 30, and couldn't hang on to it, so it's incomplete. Almost picked off. And it's going to be 2nd and 10. Actually, that was Yates went in motion, not Brown. Brown is his number. I can't find Brown now. Brown is number 9. Yates is 13. Anyway, 2nd down and 10 from their own 46. The Royals opening possession of the game here. No score. 11 minutes to go in the first quarter. And Sasser will bring him up. And this time he has 2 wideouts to the left, nobody to the right. As we run a tight end over here, that's Eli Mullis. Sasser takes a snap and has a quick pitch to Stevens. Is trying to get it in the middle. He's over to 50, breaks one tackle, breaks another over to 45, and he's got the first down around the South Atlanta 41-yard line. So James, right now the running game seems to be taking off so far.
Yeah, and that was just another good run, good blocking up front. Gave Stevens somewhere to go.
First 2 games we struggled to get the run going early, but so far Stevens has ran the ball twice and has picked up a first down on one carry and almost got the first down on the other. So 1st and 10 from the Hornets 40-yard line, and we'll split a wide out on each side. We have one H-back, that's Maxwell. And Mobley comes in motion, and they fake and they get the Butler on the delayed draw, and he breaks one tackle at the line, and he gets tripped up. He's still on his feet, though, and he's over to 35, down around the 34-yard line.
Yeah, well, it looked like it was going to be about a 2-yard gain. He just stayed on his feet and kept going.
Yeah, he got hit about a 38, and it looked as though he might have went down, but he kept his feet. And it's just inside, right at the 34-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 4.
Now, I did notice they were traveling on charter buses, not school buses.
Nice ones, too.
I'm not sure who's showing up now, if that's their band or what, but...
All right, 2nd and 4. Sasser takes a snap. He's rolling to his right, looking to throw. Throwing long down the sideline, incomplete. Trying to hit. Is that Maxwell?
Number 15. Johnson. Jacob Johnson.
And he was just out in front of him, and Johnson couldn't pull it in. Now it's going to be 3rd and 4 from the 34. And I think Sasser had to throw that before he wanted to. He was under a little bit of pressure, and he threw it before Johnson could make his break.
Yeah, I think he was looking to step forward on that, and at the last second had to step back because somebody got in his face and throw it.
I think he wanted to hang on to it for another second and wait for Johnson to make his break and hit him in stride, but that's better than a sack. So
we got somebody watching from Atlanta and somebody watching from Thomaston right now.
All right, welcome aboard. Sasser's in the shotgun, 3rd down. He sends a man in motion. He gives the Butler on the draw at the middle, and he's not going to get about a yard to about the 33. And it's going to be 4th down right there. So our listeners up in Atlanta, welcome aboard. Hope you enjoy the game. And our listener down in, you say Thomaston?
Thomaston, yeah.
Up in Thomaston, not down in Thomaston. So, that's going to be 4th and about 3.5. He only got just inside the 34-yard line, so Coach Sasser is going for this. He's not even thinking about it. Sasser's shotgun. He'll split 2 wide to the left and have an H back there, number 47. That's a new number there. I don't know that young man. And he gets a penalty right off the bat. He false start on Bleckley. Number 47, Deacon Duffy. He was the H back, and unfortunately, he was the guilty party of starting early. Now it's going to be back to 4th and about.
Well, we just sent 2 guys on, and 1 came off, so I think we only had 10 out there from what I was counting.
This will be
Or maybe not.
about
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
4th and about 9.
Okay, we got 11 now. Now we got 2 coming off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We only got 10 out there. There's 11. Okay.
This will be 4th down and right at 9 yards to go now. Play clock at 20. Now they started the play clock over at 40. I don't know why they started over. Now it's back at 25.
Must be trying to get a.
So here we go. 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. 4th and about 9. Got to get the first down. Sasha takes the snap, rolling to his right. Now he stops in the middle of the store and long over the middle of the field, incomplete. And threw into double coverage, but he threw it low anyway. And the Hornets will take over on downs at their own 39-yard line.
Yeah, and he stepped. He didn't. It looked like he tried to put a little touch onto that instead of firing it in there.
He had a linebacker right in the middle of the field. He had to throw it over his head.
Yeah.
But the receiver he's throwing to was actually double covered. But nonetheless, it's incomplete, and the Hornets will take over 1st and 10 from their own 39.
And while they're calling this play, I don't know if you saw this week, there was a meme somebody put out, or a video that somebody put out of 2 people trying to stop a horse. And the horse ran right into this lady, and it says this lady really thought she could stop the horse. And the caption on it on the tweet was, Mims getting called for a personal foul last week.
All right, Hornets up to the line, 2 wide to the left. That's number 3, Adams, the quarterback. He takes the snap, quick pitch to the running back, and we hit him behind the line, but he breaks the tackle, and he's up to the 40 and brought down about the 41. We had him behind the line.
We had him behind the line, and then he ran flat over his guy. And 2 of our guys got to him at that point.
That was Kejuan Brown, the running back, and we had him a couple of yards behind the line, and he broke free, and he got to the 41, so he gained a 2. It'll be 2nd and 9 for the Hornets. 8:42 to go in the first quarter, and no score in the game.
Now I think, like I said, I think his guard may have taken the hardest hit from him on that play.
And Adams brings him to the line. He has a wide out to the left. 2 running backs in the backfield this time. That's number 4, Mitchell, and Brown, the other guy. He takes a step and he gives it to the up man. He's got a first down over the 50. He's still on his feet. 45-40. There he goes. 35-30, 25-20. 15, 10, 5, touchdown Hornets, and that was number 5. Brown he just took a straight handoff right up the middle, and James, for a big man, he showed some speed.
He did. He would have gotten caught, but he took a right hand angle, not quite a right hand turn, but he dog-legged to the right a little bit, and got Jenkins away from him a little bit, and then I think that was Pope, or Mays. Sorry, Mays, number 4, was chasing him too. When he cut back left, they both lost their direction and speed and had to restart. Just a good run there. Something you would see on Take My Super Bowl, where you run angles to try and get away, like he's running from an alligator.
Blunt on for the extra point now. Again, a straightaway kicker here. Hornets take the lead on a 59-yard touchdown run. There's a snap that stepped down, and it's almost blocked. Matter of fact, it might have been touched. Kick is no good. We had a guy blowing in from the side and may have gotten a hand on it. But 8:20 to go in the first quarter. South Atlanta 6, Bleckley nothing. And James on that run, Brown just took it right at the middle. Nothing fancy, just a quick fullback dive, and he broke free right about midfield, and he just outran our guys.
Yeah.
He didn't outrun them by a lot, but he outran them by enough.
I was a little bit surprised when he came out of the hole there, but he made it. He showed his speed there.
And he's a big kid. You wouldn't think he'd have that kind of speed, but he showed it there.
We got Audrey Roberts, who says her daughter is a Dazzler. She's the one watching from Thomaston, Georgia. And Ken Howell is watching from Blairsville, Georgia.
Blairsville, that's up north as well. So welcome aboard, all y'all listeners. Stay with us. Maybe the Royals can turn it around here. It's very early in the game.
Well, we've fallen behind in every game.
So we have
so far. So
we've gotten behind every game so far. We came back in both of them. 8:20 to go in the first quarter. South Atlanta 6, Bleckley nothing, and Blunt will kick it off again. And back deep is Mobley and Jenkins. They're standing about around the 12-yard line.
14, Terry Blunt, back deep for the season with 6-yard distance.
And Blunt will take about a 7-yard run at it. Straightaway kicker. He kicked it short last time, and Eli Mullis caught it around the 30.
And need to be prepared again.
And Mullis is standing right about the same spot again. And there's the short kick, and Mullis will back up with another guy behind him, catches it at the 25, he's at the 30, And he brought down around to 35. I think it's number
13, Darvin Yates.
Darvin Yates. Oh, he runs it back to about the 35. I thought Mullis was going back up and catch it, but he gave it away.
Yeah, he was backtracking. I'm sure Yates probably called him off at the last second.
Which is
like an outfielder coming in on an infielder.
Which is the right thing to do on that.
Oh, yeah. Well, you don't want to catch it going backwards if you don't have to.
First and 10 for the 35.
They just want to start us on 35 every time.
And the Royals are huddling near their sideline. We moved the ball the first time we got it, but we lost it on downs. And then South Atlanta ran 2 plays and we're in the end zone. So a 2-play, 61-yard drive there for him. And Sasser will bring him out. He's got Stevens in the backfield. He's got 2 out to the right and nobody to the left. Got H-back over there. Maybe you see that's the tight end actually. Maybe Mullis over there.
Mims is actually at the tight end.
On this side, there's okay. Sasser takes a snap, gives it to Stevens on the draw right up in the middle. He breaks one tackle, trying to get outside. He's up to a 40 and up to about the 41. And a little pushing and shoving after the play, but no flag. And I think they were marking about the 41.
And Mims actually, he lined up at the tight end, although he's listed as a tackle. He lined up at the tight end a bit last week as well. Get that little outside edge blocking.
Second and 4, 2 wideouts to the left, nobody to the right. Duffy will be the H-back on the left side, and Stevens in the backfield. Sasser is in the shotgun. Sasser takes a snap, gives it to Stevens on the replay, and he's got the first down. He's over to 45, over to 50, and tripped up and brought down right around the 48-yard line. Going to be a first down for the Royals at South Atlanta's 47-yard line.
And we'll have to remember that even though Mims is lining up in kind of that tight end position, he's got an ineligible number. He has to report as eligible.
But I don't think we're going to throw it to him.
No.
He's out there to block. Sasser takes a snap, gives it to Stevens again on the read. He's up in the middle of the 40 and brought down near the first down. Actually, that was Butler, not Stevens. So it's going to be right near the first down, right around the 37. They may have to measure this thing. And actually, the Hornets call a timeout. So they may be just shy of the first down here. But the ball, the nose of the football is touching the 37, and the sticks are on the 37, so they may have to measure this thing.
The down marker is actually on the 38.
Yeah, they really need to look at this because it's either a first down or it's very close. It's not a yard short like the down marker says.
It's inches, if anything, but I mean,
and they're not going to fix that. Apparently, nobody has noticed that.
Well, I would bet when he goes back over there, the official on that side will fix it. They're trying to get a committee here to look at it and get the spot and see if that's going to be right.
Yeah, the tip of the football is touching the 37-yard line, and the down marker is set up on the 38. So they may have to measure this thing. They're looking at it now. I'm sure they'll correct it.
But they need to fix the down marker because if it happens to be an incomplete pass, they're going to bring it back and be a yard short instead of
they're looking at it now. The one official was telling the white hat was pointing that way. They may measure this thing. They're holding the play up right now, and they are going to move the down marker up. It's second down. It's second down in just a few inches. They did move the down marker up, but it's very close to a first down here. So here we go. Second inches. Sasser's in the shotgun. Takes a snap. He gives it to Butler again, and they blow it dead this time.
It's on them that time.
It'll be offsides on the Hornets, so that'll be a first down.
I was just saying, it looks at the point where the ball should be going the other direction based on where the marker is. But that was, that was about as close as you can go when you get the offsides call.
And penalties up to the 32 will be first and 10 right there for the Royals. We're on the move again. We lost it on downs last time down around this area. Sasser in the shotgun. He gives it to Butler on the read again. He's over to 30, breaks the tackle over to 25. He cuts back, he's over to 20, spins around, he's over to 15, and brought down around the 11-yard line. It'll be first and 10 right there for the Royals. As Butler just plowed through the right side and then cut back in the middle of the field and done a spin move. And it's first and 10 at the 11. And we'll bring him up with white out on on each side, and Stevens back in there now in the backfield. Sasser takes a snap. He gives Stevens on the read. This time he hops over somebody at the 10, but the guy hopped over, reached up and grabbed his foot and brought him down at about the 9. It's going to be 2nd and 2 at the 9-yard line.
Yeah, we talked about that a couple of weeks ago about that hurdling. I don't know how that counts there, but
yeah, that was kind of a half.
I guess because he was
there.
laying on the ground.
Yeah, kind of a half hurdle right there. 2nd and 9. Now Sasser in the shotgun, 2 outs to the left, and he gives it to Stevens again. This time to read to the left side, and he's pulling the guy with him down around the 5-yard line. Stevens got hit at about the 7, but he kept dragging that guy, and he may be just inside the 5. It's going to be 3rd down and about 3. No, they put it right on the 5-yard line. 3rd down and 4 now. They got to get to the 1. I thought they were inside the 5, but they're not. 3rd and 4. And we'll split 2 outs to the right. And Sasser gives it to Stevens again, this time trying to get him off the right side. He's near the goal line. Touchdown, Bleckley County. Chucky Stevens got behind big Marius Mims and our other big blockers over there, and they just pushed the defensive line back into the end zone.
And Stevens got some air after that. I don't know if you saw Mims lift him up.
Well, I saw
the celebration. He got some air on that one.
Well, that's 6'8". You're going to go up in there.
Yeah.
4 long for the extra point. We're tied at 6. Sasser will hold it. James Fordham was Special Teams Player of the Week last week, by the way. There's a snap. It's set down. Fordham sticks it up, and it is good. So with 5:57 to go in the first quarter, the Royals take the lead 7-6 on a 5-yard touchdown run from Chucky Stevens. Well, James, stats-wise, I take it back. We're winning the yardage and the plays because they only have 2 plays, even though they have 61 yards. So with 5:57 to go in the first quarter here. Again, not sure how many games are going on in the air tonight, as we do know Dodge and West Lawrence was canceled due to COVID problem. Anybody has some scores there, I'd be glad to send them to us.
Yeah, I had my phone up here to look at and hadn't pulled it up yet.
All right, let's see. Fordham will kick it off for the Royals. And the Hornets have yet to put a receiving team out there. Now they come out. And back deep for the Hornets is going to be number 1, Frazier, and number 8, Young. And now they sent a guy on way late. He's going to get back deep. That is number 18? Number 19.
19.
James Farrell. He is back deep as well. And Fordham has it teed up, ready to go here. And he approaches it. And it's a high, short end-over-end kick. Going to be taken up around the 24 by Dumpman. He's up to the 30, to around the 34 and brought down right there. That was number 5, Brown, the young man who made the long touchdown run a while ago. But we bring him down right at the 35-yard line, 1st and 10 right there for the Hornets.
Yeah, games for the region tonight. Looks like Northeast and Southwest are both off tonight. Dodge County and West Lawrence were scheduled, but they're canceled. Looks like Washington County, they're still in our region?
Yep.
They are. Washington County and Thompson. Putnam was one of our region teams a few years back. And Lamar is trailing Jackson 7-0 right now.
All right, Adams brings him up to the line. I just sent one man wide right to the right, and he has Brown. And I think that means timeout Hornets. The Hornets have called their second timeout already for the first quarter. And 5:52 to go in the first quarter rather. So kind of really time to be burning both your timeouts, but if you're not sure what you're doing, you might want to make sure you're sure. And James, that third bus pulled up, but I didn't see anybody get out of it yet.
Yeah, I don't know if maybe they pulled it, maybe they came earlier, dropped people off and left or what. I was thinking maybe their band was on it or something.
That's
because
what I was thinking, yeah.
They've got a very small crowd over there.
They only have probably less than 40 people, I would think.
I just got a breaking news that, and people may have seen this earlier today, but Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg passed away today.
Yeah, it just came on my phone too. I was going to say that, but that's big breaking news.
Yeah.
So that'll be a position as well. I think Newbern.
28. Sorry, it was 28.
Sorry, what?
It was number 28 recovered that. Demetrius Pope.
Pope recovered the football. But anyway, 1st and 10 for the Royals at the 29-yard line. The shotgun, 2 wideouts to the right. Butler's in the backfield with him. He takes the snap. He gives it to Butler again on the read on the right side this time, and he's fighting down around the 5-yard line, and he may have gotten inside the 5. Going to be 2nd and goal right there. Gain of almost 5 on the play. Gain of about 4. They mark it. The football sitting just inside the 5-yard line, and we're down to 5-10 and counting here. 2nd and goal from just inside the 5 now. Slasher in the shotgun. Butler's behind him. 2 wideouts to the right. He takes the snap, gives it to Butler again on the read. He cuts back in the middle of the field, but brought down from behind, down around maybe just inside the 4-yard line. Not quite the 3, I don't think. It's going to be 3rd and goal. And here comes the big boys, Willie Harris and number 5 for Bleckley, who is
Zach Stanley.
They're going to get in front of Stevens here. He's going to get into Wildcat. We've seen this before this year. Actually, we've seen this play ever since Coach Lasser's been here. He runs it a lot with the big lineman in front of him. And Sasser will split out wide to the left. Stevens in the Wildcat. He has the 2 big linemen in front of him. He takes it, and he's going to run behind him around the right. Oh, he's hit hard right at the 5-yard line, and the flag come in.
Yeah, I
Is
tell
that
you
going
what.
to be a hold on Bleckley, I believe?
They had we had it stacked to the right. They really didn't have much over on the left. I don't know why we didn't go. He could have taken it on to the left. He could have beat the guy on the end easily, I'm sure.
So it's a hold on Bleckley. The flag was thrown right at the point of attack there. And that's going to back us up.
If they spot it where that flag was about the 6.
Yeah, and mark it to the 16-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and goal from right there.
Really a 13-yard penalty, 13-yard penalty there.
So the Hornets could have taken the play and had it 4th and goal from the 5, but they didn't let them take the penalty and make it 3rd and goal from the 16. And now Sasser back in at quarterback. He's in the shotgun. 2 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. He takes the snap. He's rolling left, looking to throw. Gets a block behind him. Throws on a run towards the corner of the end zone and overthrew a man down around the goal line right at the corner. And incomplete. Going to be 4th and goal now. And has Fordham got the leg to kick from here maybe? We'll see. With 4:08 to go in the first quarter, Bleckley leads at 7-6. But it's 4th and goal now from the 16-yard line. And it looks like we're keeping offense on the field here. I thought we may try a long field goal, but the play clock is down to 14 seconds, and we haven't got the play in yet. We're going to have to hurry down to 10, and we're just lining up.
It's showing 3rd down over on the stick there.
It's 4th down. They just haven't flipped it. Sasser's in the shotgun. 3 seconds on the clock. He better hurry. He gets the snap off. He's looking to throw. Throws an incomplete. Tried to hit Mobley cutting over the middle. Incomplete. And again, we lose it on downs. That's twice we've been down there and lost it on downs. And, of course, the penalty hurt us right there. And the Hornets will take over at the 16-yard line, 1st and 10. And, folks, if you're having trouble hearing us, I'm sorry. We're trying to talk over this loud PA, which is right above our head here.
Yeah, luckily it's not like it was last week. They were playing music all the time.
Right,
and it was right there.
So 1st and 10 from their own 16-yard line now.
Much cooler and less humid night tonight.
4:04 to go in the first quarter. Bleckley leads at 7-6. And the Hornets have stopped us twice deep in their territory on downs. Or we maybe could have a bigger lead, but credit their defense. Adams is in the shotgun now. He has wide out to the left and wide out to the right, nobody to their left. And I can't see who the running back is behind him. Can't read his number. There comes the flag. It's going to be a delay of game. And that will back him up 5. And that'll drive a coach crazy when you get a stop on downs and you get a delay of game before you even run your first down.
Well, they go back and huddle for a long time, it seems like, each time.
And that was actually Brown in the backfield behind Adams, number 5, the one who made the long touchdown run earlier. And he's still back there. Adams is in the shotgun, 1st and 15 from the 11. Two wideouts to the right, nobody to the left. Now one guy coming in motion. He takes the snap. He's rolling to his right, looking to throw. He's under a motion. We sack him back around the 6-yard line, maybe the 7. Like Willie Harris was the first man there.
As Willie Harris and Pope.
Well, we got a flag down.
I'm
sorry, we got a flag down right around the 7-yard line. And we got
false start.
It's either a false start or
illegal motion. It was illegal motion because they let the play go. So or illegal shift.
The penalty is back to the 6-yard line. Well, apparently it must have been a dead ball because we would have taken the play had it been live.
Oh yeah,
it was a sack, but it's 1st and 20 from the 6-yard line now. After the back-to-back penalties on the Hornets. Adams under center this time. He takes the snap and he gives it to Brown. And we hit Brown behind the line. We're going to sack him back around the 1-yard line.
Willie Harris hit him by the time he handed it off.
But look at the progress they're giving him. They're giving the progress to the 4, and he was brought down around the 1.
Yeah. Well, by the time Harris spun around and threw him down.
Yeah, he did spin around. I was thinking maybe the 3, but they give him the 4.
Well, I think Harris had a chance to take that handoff himself almost.
Yeah, Willie done beat his man twice in a row there. It's 2nd down and about 21 now, or 22 rather, from the 4-yard line. They got to get all the way out to the 26. And Adams will be in the shotgun this time. He'll run trips to the right this time. One guy to the left. He takes the snap. He's rolling to his right to throw. He's under pressure. He'll be sacked. No, he hit the end zone. He throws anyway. It's incomplete. Boy, we almost had him for a safety. He broke free and threw it out there. They did have a man out there incomplete.
I think that was Pope and Newburn that were both back there and had a hold of him.
And they had his T-shirt up under his jersey because it ripped.
They had him, and then they lost the grip, but had the T-shirt underneath still and pulled it.
Boy, he was about 9 yards deep in the end zone, and he stayed inbound somehow or another. Almost a safety. It's 3rd down and about 22 for the Hornets. And Adams will bring him to the line. He'll get the shotgun this time. Nobody back there with him. He's got trips to the right and 2 to the left. Nobody in the backfield with Adams. 3rd and about 22. Play clock has run out. There's another delay of game. That's going to be
they're back to the 2 now.
Back to the 2-yard line. So they are really hurt themselves with penalties here.
They've run like 5 plays, but 2 or 3 of them didn't even count.
Right.
Illegal shift or something that caused it not count.
So I
thought it was 4th down.
3rd and 24 now from the 2-yard line. You got to go way out to the 26. Oh, 3rd down.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, 3rd down. Adams takes the snap. He's looking at the throw. Now Willie Harris, Big Willie chasing him. And Willie's going to sack him in the end zone for the safety. Big Willie Harris finally got to him. And it will be a safety for the Royals. That will make it 9-6. And the Royals will get the ball on the kickoff. Big Willie Harris broke through and finally brought him down.
Harris, Harris.
So the Royals take a 9-6 lead here with 3:05 to go in the first quarter.
3:05 remaining.
And the Hornets will have to kick it off from their 20-yard line. And James, the defense, other than the big long run that Brown had, the defense hasn't given up anything so far.
Yeah, the defensive man was stopped. He just squirted through on that one, and the play before that, we were able to shut him down. He squirted through and got a good run on it.
They'll kick it from the 20, so the Royals stand to get good field position here after the safety by Willie Harris.
I was thinking, wait a minute, aren't we supposed to be kicking off because we just scored? And then I was like, I remembered it was a safety.
And Blunt
got
will
myself
kick
confused.
it. And he'll have the option of punting or kicking off the tee, and he's going to use the tee.
I don't think they'll put us on the 35 this time.
No. So the Royals stand in good field position here as Blunt will kick it.
Where Mullis and Yates are, actually Yates is going back and Jenkins up to try and return. Should be around at least catch the ball around the 50 based on his prior kicks.
Here we go. Blunt approaches the ball. And it's a squib kick this time. It's going to roll over the 50. We got a guy pick it up about the 48. He's over the 50. Stevens over the 45. He's still on his feet over the 40. Still on his feet over the 35. Breaks the tackle over the 30 and brought down finally up around the 25-yard line. So a big return by Chucky Stevens. We'll give the Royals 1st and 10 from the Hornets 25-yard line.
Yeah, instead of the pooch kick he's kind of done the last couple of times, that squib kick and kick right to Stevens. I was hoping he wasn't going to fall down picking it up, but he was able to get off going and broke a bunch of tackles, actually. Made a lot of headway on that one. So good field position for the Royals to start here.
1st and 10 from the Hornets 25, and we've been in there 3 times and scored 1 touchdown. We lost it on downs the other 2. We need to punch this one in if we can. Sasser's in the shotgun, 2 wideouts to the right. We got Butler in the backfield with him. He'll give it to Butler on the read. Off the right side, he breaks 1 tackle but can't break the second one, and he's brought down about the 21-yard line. He'll be gained of about 4. And, well, I thought that was a flag, but it was actually a cheerleader's pom-pom.
I know. I don't like our gold pom-pom, so that would be.
He was standing right behind the referee, and that pom-pom went up. I thought he threw a flag, but it was a pom-pom. 2nd and 6, Sasser in the shotgun. He'll give it to Butler again. Same play. He cuts back in the middle, and may have been a face mask, but no flag. And he's got the first, or close to a first down, right around the 15-yard line. Coach Lassiter is, well, I thought he was yelling at the official, but he's actually signaling the play in. But I thought,
timeout.
Yeah, off the timeout. That looked like a face
he wants
mask.
to talk to the official, but I think for the same reason I just saw. Mims on the prior play got downfield and was blocking their safety, and their safety that time came running in, and when the ball was snapped, dove at Mims' legs. Actually took out the right tackle and not Mims.
Okay, I didn't see that.
So not a clean play on that, but
now the officials are talking it over. They're going to probably telling each other, "Hey, be on the lookout for that."
Yeah, because that's you can't go diving in at the lineman's legs like that.
And
that's what I saw, and I'm sure that's what he saw too. Because you don't want your
pointing back there.
Yeah, you don't want your 2 tackles to come out.
It is going to be a first down at the 15-yard line for the Royals. But I thought Butler got face mask on the play, or Stevens. It was Butler, I believe, wasn't it?
It was Stevens.
Well, he got face mask because
Stevens had the return.
But Butler just made that run.
Yeah.
When he got to the second level, he got hit and his head turned awkwardly. It may not have been a face mask, but it looked to be. Well,
sometimes you tell him just turn their head real quick so it looks like a face mask.
Or he could have had his jersey right there. Anyway, 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line.
Mims out in that tackle position. He's getting out there to that second level and blocking some guys real quick because he's out of that extra tackle.
And I think the White Hat just went and told their head coach because he was not happy with what the White Hat told him. Sasser in the shotgun, takes the snap, gives it to fakes, and he throws incomplete. Tried to hit Mobley right around the 10-yard line, threw it low. And it's going to be 2nd and 10.
And number 7 and Mims are going back and forth.
Yeah, they're talking, and
they don't have a 7 on the roster that we have either.
Yeah, they're talking, and you can bet they're not inviting each other out for dinner after the game.
Number 7 is the middle linebacker. Sorry, number 7 is the middle linebacker, but that's the one that's kind of been took the dive earlier.
2nd and 10. Now Sasser takes a snap, quick pitch out to Stevens, trying to get around left. He breaks 1 tackle. He's a block. He's over 10. Jumps over his own man, and he's being pushed backwards. And he's finally going to be wrestled down around the 8-yard line.
I don't know if you saw that, but Stevens, was that Stevens that ran it? Stevens cut out there. Stevens jumped over Mims.
Yeah, he jumped over his own man. I couldn't tell who it was.
Now, do you know why?
Because
Mims was on the ground because the guy grabbed by the face mask and pulled him down. However, the guy was standing there staring down at Mims as Stevens ran past him and didn't even make an attempt to tackle.
I saw him leap over a black jersey, but I couldn't tell who it was. So it's 3rd down. They mark it at the 10, 3rd and 5. I thought he got inside the 10. Sasser in shotgun. He'll give it to Butler on the read. Butler over the side. He's tripped up from behind, down around the 6-yard line, close to the first down, but he's going to be about a yard shy. Well, if he didn't get tripped up, he walks in the end zone.
Absolutely.
Because the hole was there.
Now I'm just kind of watching this little cat and mouse with Mims and their linemen and linebackers because they're all doing everything they can to block him and or to get him out of the game.
4th and a yard. We're going for it from the 6. Sasser in the shotgun. Hard count, they won't jump. He's got 2 outs to the right. Mims is lined up at the right tight end. Butler in the backfield. 4th and a yard. There's a snap. He gives it to Butler on the read, and Butler's hit behind the line, but he falls forward, and I think he got the first down. Did the ball come out?
No, they called him down. The ball came out, but they called him down before.
They called him down. It is going to be a first down for the Royals, too, inside the 5.
He dove for it right there. He looked like he was going to be short, but he had enough effort that he could dive forward.
He just dove over the 5-yard line.
Yeah, and I think as he did, the ball popped loose when he hit the ground. And
we don't have replay here, so that'll help us. So I'm not sure if he was down or not. So it's 1st and goal from the 4 now. With 44 seconds to go in the quarter and the clock running, we're going to have to run a play. The play clock is below that. First and goal from the 4.
Yeah, 9-6, the Royals lead here.
Sasser's in the shotgun. Wide out on each side, and that's Butler in the backfield with him. H-back goes in motion. Low snap, and Sasser turned the wrong way. He's going to have to keep it himself, and he's going to get a yard or two maybe. He turned left to hand it to Butler, but Butler went to his right, so miscommunication there between Sasser and Butler.
Let me clarify.
But Sasser did get a yard down to 3.
Let me clarify. I wasn't trying to say that they were trying to take Mims out of the game. They were trying to get him out of the way, as in out of the game plan there. So
it's going to be second.
Not saying there's any malicious intent on their part.
And that's going to be the end of the quarter. I lost track of the clock there, but that's the end of the quarter. We just scored Bleckley 9, South Atlanta 6. So we'll take a quick timeout and be right back. You're listening to Royal Football on the Royal Football Network. All right, welcome back, everybody. About to start the second quarter. Bleckley leads it by a score of 9-6 over the South Atlanta Hornets. And we have a second goal from the 3. As the first and goal from the 4, Sasser turned left, Butler went right, so Sasser had to keep it. But even though it was a busted play, he still got a yard. So it's going to be second goal from the 3 now. And Sasser's in the shotgun with Stevens to his left and one man wide left, and that's it. Everybody else is bunched in. Sasser takes the snap and quick pitch to Stevens. Oh, he bobbled the pitch and it's on the ground, and it's still on the ground, but I think we got lucky and got it back.
Oh, they called it an incomplete pass.
They ruled that a pass? Wow.
Yeah, it was pitched forward, and he just bobbled it because Stevens started forward a little bit. They were side by side to start. So actually a break there, even though we did recover a bit of a break.
But we would have lost yardage with the incomplete pass. It's going to be third and goal from the 3 now.
I think that was number 47.
Stevens
Duffy that fell on it.
Stevens just couldn't grip that thing. It's like it had grease on it. About third and goal. Sasser in the shotgun. Hard count, and they jump off sides. That's going to give us half the distance. So got to get it down to the 1.5 yard line.
Third goal from the 1.5 yard line. So
they changed the play call here.
Sending Duffy back in and bringing Yates off.
So the Royals have it third and goal from the 1.5 yard line. Just underway in the second quarter. We lead at 9-6. We're threatening to get more here. Sasser in the shotgun with Butler behind him. 2 wideouts to the left. Nobody to the right. Duffy's the H-back. He takes the snap and they blow it dead. Do we have a false start?
No, he's calling it on them. Offsides again. I think they must have been in a neutral zone.
Offsides again. So that will go to the
3/4 line.
The 3/4 line. I'm trying to think what's half of 1.5. So it's going to be about.
I mean, it's not going to matter. They could keep on going with penalties. I mean, we could go under center, I guess, and try and pick up a yard. But
so it's third and goal from about the 3/4 line here. Not quite the half-yard line. You may see 4-down territory here, James. If Coach Laster decides he wants to go ahead and go for the touchdown if we don't get it here. Like I said, we've been in there 3 times. We scored 1 touchdown, and we were stopped on downs the other 2 times. And then we got a safety on the last possession they had. Sasser in the shotgun. He has Butler behind him. from the 3-quarter line. He gives it to Butler on the read, and he's over the goal line. Touchdown, Bleckley County.
Well, if it had been from the 3, he might have landed at the goal line. Because he got tripped up and fell in, but luckily he got that ball just over.
And Marius Mims had a little celebration there for the guy that he was blocking. You see that?
Oh, yeah.
I'm surprised the official didn't call it because he was standing right there. But Marius, a little taunting there, but that makes it 15-6 with extra point to come.
Well, he's been taunting those guys all night, telling them to come on. I think they all want a piece of it.
Fordham will kick it. Sasser will hold it. They load the line. They're going to try to come after it, looks like. There's a snap. High snap, but he gets it down. Kick is up. Kick is good. With 11:42 to go in the half, it's Bleckley 16, South Atlanta 6. And Jane, we finally took advantage of the great field position there. As we had down there before and just couldn't do anything with it.
Yeah, got that short squib kick and able to get it all the way back. I think he returned it about probably 35 yards on that squib kick, and so got a good start in field position at 25, at their 25, and took up about, I think we had about 2:59 to go maybe, so took up about a little over 3 minutes on that drive and put it in.
So Fordham will kick it off for the Royals from the 40, and they will have number 8 back deep. That is Young, and see if I can read the other numbers.
I'd like to welcome our 76 listeners here.
Number 19, Farrell, back deep. How many listeners we got?
78, now 80. We got over 80 listeners now.
Great. Stay with us, folks. The Royals looking good so far.
Tell your friends, share the link, tell them to join in.
Like we said, James, other than the long run by Brown, South Atlanta didn't even have a first down. I mean, matter of fact, they don't have a first down because that was the second play they had.
Yeah.
The other 2 times we've stopped them pretty good.
Last time they got the ball, they went backwards 10 yards and then, 14 yards or 16 yards. Sorry, 16
Fordham
yards.
kicks it, and it's going to go barely out of bounds at the 1 yard line. He almost got in the end zone, but it went out of bounds at the 1.
A great kick if it had just stayed a little bit more to the right.
And let's see what I think they're going to take it on the 35. It's like they're sending their offense.
Well, if you're
on the
going
field.
if you're going left to right in our view, they want it to be on the. They apparently want it to start on the 35.
Yeah.
That's where the officials want it to start every time.
And it will be. They will take it on the 35.
Of course, the only 2 touchdowns have been scored on the left end zone.
And I don't know what our defense is doing. They're lining up at the 25. They better get back because they could get penalized for that. And they still don't get back.
They're looking for the ball.
Their offense ain't moving either.
Their offense is looking for the ball.
Yeah, now, both teams were confused about where the ball was going to be. Now everybody's in the right spot.
They were both thinking touchback when it was actually a penalty. So.
Yeah. So the Hornets have it 1st and 10 from their own 35. Adams will be under center this time. He has Brown in the backfield. And he pitches to Brown, trying to get him around the left side, and he's going to get the left. He's over the 40. He's over the 45. First down, up around the 48-yard line, and brought down right there. So Brown makes another good run for him.
Tackle's made by number 7, Tyler Wilcox.
And they put it at the 49-yard line, so a 14-yard run by Brown. 1st and 10 for the Hornets at their own 49-yard line. Now it's Adams under center again. And he's going to give it to number 4 on the stretch play, and he's hit behind the line, nothing doing. That is number 4. Mitchell? No, number 24, and I don't have a 24. Number 24 on the carry. And he lost a yard back to the 48.
Go back to the old Tecmo Super Bowl when they wouldn't sign, or when they wouldn't sign to have their name put on there. You just call them running back Hornets.
Yeah. I think our PA guy called him Graham, so we'll go with that. Graham.
I don't know where he got that from. Cause
I don't know. He's not on my roster.
I thought he gave us his roster.
So 2nd and 11. And now Adams under center. He has Graham and Brown in the backfield with him. And he's going to get to Graham again on the stretch play. We hit him right at the line of scrimmage. He falls forward and gets about a yard. And that will be 2nd. It's going to be 3rd and 10 right there. It is Graham. They're calling him Graham anyway. If that's wrong, we apologize.
Well, as long as you go with it and you're forceful about it and you're consistent about it, you sound right at least.
3rd and 10. 3rd and 10 for the Hornets. And I can't even hear myself think now because of Shane Savant. But He's doing his job. 3rd and 10 now from the 49. Adams will go in the shotgun this time. Brown standing to his right. 2 wide out, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Adams looking to throw, throwing over the middle and almost intercepted by accident. Number 7 for Bleckley didn't even see the ball until it hit him in the hands.
That was behind him. And their quarterback took a shot right when he let go of the ball, and he's running over to the sideline now holding his left arm.
Yeah, it's going to be 4th and 10, and it looks like they're going to line up the punt here. And their punter is number, it looks like a lineman. And I can't see his number. Is it number 50?
57?
If it's number 50, I don't have it. Jenkins and Mobley back deep for the Royals at their own 25 and 20-yard line, respectively.
It's either a 57 or a 67.
Anyway,
we don't have a 67, so I'm guessing 57, Riley Magby.
It is 57. What did you say his name was?
Riley Magby.
Magby will punt it. He's standing at his own 36. He'll back up to about his own 33-yard line.
Now they're getting a delay of game, so he's going to back up 5 yards
That's
at least.
about their 3rd delay of game just so far in this game. And that'll back them up to the 44-yard line. It's going to be 4th and 15 right there. So Magley was standing at his own 32-yard line this time. Mobley standing at the 35 and Jenkins at the 20. Long count. Low snap. Magley picks it up and we almost block it. And it's a terrible kick. Actually got tipped according to the official, and it's going to be down by the Hornets at the Bleckley 42-yard line. The official said somebody tipped it. I saw him giving the tip signal.
Yeah, I mean, we had a bunch of guys right there in his face. I don't know how we didn't get more of a piece of it.
Yeah, somebody got a hand on it, and they downed it. It actually got a good roll after he tipped it. Just shy of the Bleckley 44, just in between. No, they didn't put out at 43. He put the ball down at 44, then when he threw our ball in, he put it at 43. So anyway, 1st and 10 from the 43 for the Royals. Good field position here. With 9:57 to go in the half, we lead it 16-6. And Sasser will bring them up from the sideline to the line, and we have White out to the right, 1 to the left, and Stevens in the backfield with him. And we send Mobley in motion. And he takes it in the face. He gives to Stevens on the read. He's over the 45. He's over the 50. Brought down from behind right around the 45-yard line of South Atlanta.
That was actually number 16, Aurelius English, that was in motion, yeah. Mobley's on the near side.
Well, he was running so fast it looked like he loved.
Yeah, I didn't pick it up until he got turned over this way.
It's up to the 46 of the Hornets. It's 1st and 10, Bleckley right there. Quickly to the line now. Satcher in the shotgun. 2 wide outs to the right, nobody to the left. He takes the snap, and he gives it to Stevens on the read. This time he's over the 45, he's over the 40. Almost fumbled, but he hung on to it and got down around the 35-yard line. Going to be another 1st down. And James, we really had a running game working tonight.
Yeah, they had a guy hit him late, but they've got 2 linemen that are struggling there getting up. I think both of them were down. One of them's hobbling now. So
4th and 10 from the South Atlanta 35. Sasser shotgun quickly. Gives it to Stevens again, same play. He's up the middle, he's over the 30. Then he brought down around the 26-yard line, gain of about 9. It's going to be 2nd and 1 right there. Eventually, if you keep pounding on like this, it's going to wear that defensive line down.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to figure out. I'll keep an eye on it and figure it out.
2nd and yard, Sasser quickly to the line, takes the snap, gives it to Butler this time. He's got the first down the ball. There goes Butler. He trips up. But he scores! Touchdown, Bleckley Kennedy! I almost called it too soon.
Turf monster grabbed him right there about the 10-yard line. He almost hit it.
There's a late flag.
That's going to be after the play, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's after the play. Now let's see who it's on. But Butler, he was going to score easily. Then I was about to call it. Then he tripped at the 10-yard line. And he stumbled into the end zone. Now let's see who the flag is on. It come after the play.
He turned around and pointed at us.
Probably going to be unsportsmanlike on somebody. But the score should count. And Coach Lester, I think it is. Wait a minute.
Oh.
What is that?
They called a false start on them or illegal procedure or something.
That is.
I know. They were doing the conga.
Huh?
They had a conga line going. That's what
he gave the signal for illegal formation or false start. But how can the defense have illegal formation? I don't get that. But anyway, the penalty is declined, and Florida on for the extra point. There's the snap that's set down. Kick is up, and kick is good. With 8:59 to go in the half, the Royals lead it 23-6.
I'm really confused on what the call was. Even though we declined it, I'm really confused on what the call was.
It can't be a false start.
No, we can't.
It could be illegal formation, but how can you have illegal formation on the defense?
You can put the defense any way you want.
Yeah, this isn't rec ball where you can't line up in the gaps and all that.
I mean, I guess you got to have some. Maybe you got to have so many on the line. I mean, do you?
That signal there could mean a lot of things.
Yeah.
It could be illegal participation, but no, that's not it either. Illegal participation is touching of the hat. But
Yeah.
it'd be interesting to find out what that was because it came way after the play.
Oh yeah. Play was over. I mean, the official was running out after he signaled a touchdown. He was running out and threw that flag out. So
I'm not sure what that was, but we'll find out.
maybe it was illegal procedure on the official for throwing his flag when it really wasn't a penalty. I don't know.
It was declined, and we kicked the extra point. Now, if it was after the play, you think we could have taken it on the kickoff,
Yeah.
but apparently it's one of those penalties where you either take it or you don't take it. Anyway, Fordham will kick it off, 23-6 with 8:59 to go in the half. The Royals lead it. And James, so far, they only have one first down, although they have a touchdown. So the
Yeah.
defense has really played well tonight.
Oh, we gave up one big play and then they backed them up.
And they have also, the defense has scored a safety.
They have 12 on the field right now.
So line drive kick by Fordham, going to bounce and be picked up by a man around the 8 yard at the 14. He's at the 15. He's up to 20, 25, 30, 35. Look out, got some room. 40, 45. Tries to cut back in the middle of the field, and we host of the Royals finally catch up with him about the 48-yard line. So a good return by number 8. That was Young on the return.
We'll call them a court of Royals. Not a court, a court.
And it's at the 48. Well, they put it at the 49, first and 10.
They almost had 12 men on the field when that ball was kicked. I'm not sure. I'm not convinced they didn't have 12 men out there because they had 11, and one guy ran out onto the field. One was looking where to go, and then ran back off, and he stepped off about the same time that the ball was kicked. So if they did get him off, they got him off just barely.
All right, it's first and 10 from the 49. Now Adams under center. He has Brown right behind him. He'll send one man in motion. He pitches to Brown, trying to get him around the right side. He's got a little room. He's over to 50. Cuts back. He's over to 45, and still on his feet. Over to 40. Still on his feet, dragging guys with him. And finally down at the Royal 34-yard line, 33-yard line.
Scooter Slappy and number 48, Javon Rozier, rode him down.
He just refused to go down. We hit him. We actually hit him shy of the first down, but by the time we got him down, he's down to our 33-yard line, first and 10 Hornets. Right there. We have 8:28 and counting here in the half. Bleckley leads it 23-6. But the Hornets now on the move. First and 10 from the Royal 33. Adams under center. He has another running back right there. That's not Brown. That's another one. You'll see Young in motion. He pitches to number 19, and he's going to be hit behind the line by Big Willie Harris. All the way back, and the ball comes loose, but they call him down. He was down.
Yeah.
And that's a good call. He was down. Back around the 41-yard line. That was number 19. That was number 19, Farrell on the carry.
I apologize for the camera shakiness at times. Riley's trying to get everything in there. When they go back, he's not quite ready for it.
They give him progress at the 39, so it's a loss of 6. It's going to be second and 16. Willie Harris just beat his man and wrapped him up back there around the 39-yard line. And when he tackled him, the ball came out, but he was down before the ball shot out.
Harris just grabbed him and slung him around.
Yeah. 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Adams will be in the shotgun. He has Farrell in the backfield with him. Actually 3 to the right now. Adams takes the ball, looks to throw. Throws out the flat. It's almost intercepted.
But it's blown dead.
But they blew it dead. Yeah, offsides on Bleckley. I think it was.
Yeah.
Tried to throw it out in the flat to Farrell, and number 1 from Bleckley, who is
Scooter Slappy.
Slappy, had a hand on it, but they did blow it dead. So to get the penalty back, can be second and 11 now, back to the 34-yard line. 7:22 and counting here in the half. Bleckley leads 23-6. But the Hornets threatening a little bit here.
I will say there, number 3 who ran off on their last series, he's back. He is back in there at quarterback.
Yeah, Adams,
ran off holding his arm.
You're right, he was injured earlier. Or shook up. Brown is back in the backfield with him now. Adams in the shotgun. He drops. He's looking to throw. He's looking. They're going to try to throw the screen to Brown. He's complete. He breaks the tackle. He's over to 30. Spins forward down at about the 28. They tried to set up the screen to Brown, and it worked A little bit. Didn't work like it probably could have.
Yeah, picked them up about 6 on the play.
It's going to be 3rd down and at the 28, 5. 3rd and about 5. Got to get to the 23. And 6:37 and counting. So you're probably looking at 4 down territory here for him. And Adams will go under center this time. He has Brown and Graham in the backfield with him. Hard count. We jump, but we don't break the neutral zone. Play clock down to 7. Adams under center. He'll send Young in motion, and he gives it to Brown on the read or the trap play really, and he got a couple of yards, and that's about it. Up to about the 26 maybe. It's going to be 3rd down and about 3.
Yeah, they had that one big play, that touchdown on that up the middle. Other than that, anything up the middle has kind of been stopped pretty well.
They mark it just shy of the 26. They're going to be 3rd down about 3.5, not quite 4 yards. Or is it 4? I'm sorry, 4th down. It's 4th down. They're trying to give them extra down. 4th down and about 3.5. Adams under center again. Hard count. We won't jump. He has Brown right behind him and Graham also back there.
They only have one timeout left.
And
so
the play clock is down to 2-1. And they did call their last timeout before the play clock ran out.
Yeah, they used two timeouts early in the first quarter.
They did.
We used one. But
Chris knows.
Oh, yeah. Our internet this season, as last season, is provided by Chris Nobles at NoblesNet. Helps people who can't get internet get internet. 478-308-0596. Call Chris Nobles at NoblesNet. 478-308-0596. I have seen some people complaining about losing their internet or whatever this week, so give Chris a call. NoblesNet, yeah, 478-308-0596.
And we appreciate Mr. Chris Nobles for providing the internet tonight, as he does all year for us. And but for him, we wouldn't be able to do what we're doing.
Absolutely.
It's 4th down and about 3.5 now for the Hornets. Sitting just outside the Bleckley 26, and they got to get the right out of our 23. 5:30 to go in the half. Bleckley leads it 23-6. So big 4th down play here for the Royal defense. They played well all night so far. Give up the one big play for the touchdown, and that was it. But the Hornets are driving here. Adams under center, and he pitches to Brown, trying to get him around the right side. He's hit behind the line. He's not going to get the first down. Matter of fact, he's going to lose a yard, and the Royals are going to take over.
Willie Harris hit him low and upended him there to stop that opportunity.
Yeah, and actually he lost the yard back to about the 27. And Brown is definitely their workhorse, no doubt.
Oh, he has been all night.
Yeah, I mean, he's the only running back that's really gained any yards, because when they ran Farrell and Graham, they really hadn't done a whole lot. But the Royals hold them on downs and take over 1st and 10 from our own 27-yard line with 5:24 to go. And remember, the Hornets will get the second half kickoff, so I'm sure Coach Lashley's not going to sit on it right here.
Real quick, the linemen for the Royals, we got to give a shout-out to the linemen sometimes, so we're going to get their names all in here in just a minute.
Sasser in the shotgun. Takes the snap. He pitches the receiver coming in motion. He cuts back up. He's got room. He's over the 30 and right out of bounds around the 30, gain of about 3. Number 9, Brown. You know, James, I was just looking at their defensive line right before they snapped the ball. They had 7, maybe even 8 on the line.
Yeah. Well, they've moved them all up because they know we're running the ball mostly.
We ran the ball so well tonight. They're loading that line up now, trying to stop it.
The center for the Royals is number 68, Beau Dubois. The left tackle is number 54, Zeb Dubois.
Yeah, Mims is not out there right now.
He is not.
2nd and 8. Sasser takes the snap, rolling to his left, looking to throw. He's still looking. Now he's going to pull it down and keep it. He's got some blockers out in front. He's over to 35, breaks the tackle near the 40. He's going to have the first down. So Sasser, good run there. He didn't have anybody open, so he pulled it down, and he actually has some blockers out in front of him. I don't know why Mims is not.
He's on a knee on the sideline. He's still got his helmet and everything.
Okay, I see.
So he might be sitting.
Maybe taking him out for the rest of his half.
Yeah, might just want to rest him.
Yeah, he's not injured. He's up walking now. He looks fine from here.
Number 57, that's Connor Brady, is the right guard. Left tackle, number 76.
1st and 10 from the 40. Sasser, low snap. He picks it up. And he throws out in the flat. It's complete to Mobley. He's up to the 45, cuts back in. He's near midfield, going to be close to a first down. It was a low snap, but Sasser picked it up and made a play out of it. And we do get the first down right at midfield, 1st and 10 Royals.
The left tackle right now is number 71, Chase Rogers, and the right tackle is number 76, Colin Kite.
So a lot of young guys out there, I believe, because I think that's Zeb Dubras at left guard.
He's a
young sophomore.
Yeah, he's a sophomore. Chase Rogers.
Sasser in the shotgun, 1st and 10 from midfield. He takes the snap. He's looking to throw, rolling to his left. He's under a rush. He throws out here incomplete, trying to hit Mobley. But Sasser was under a heavy rush there by number 34. And let's see if we have a 34. And that is number 34. Stillwell was chasing him. And it's going to be 2nd and 10 from midfield now. 3:49, clock stopped on incomplete pass. 23-6. Bleckley leads it here in the second quarter. And we'll split trips to the right, or trips to the left, one to the right. Sasser in the shotgun. Hard count. And they have the guy about 5 yards off sides.
Well, and I will say, Mims could have been targeted on that, on that play that was called down here or whatever. I mean, they could have done something to him. Maybe the coach just felt like it was best to get him out of there right now.
Yeah.
Considering we're up 17.
Probably get him to calm down more than anything.
Yeah.
Mims was getting a little hyper and upset, if you will.
Well, not only that, he was getting to he was trying to antagonize a little bit. I'll give him that.
Quick pass to Mobley out here to the line of scrimmage, over to 45, he's over to 40, and brought down. I can say he went out of bounds at the 38, but it's going to be a 1st and 10. Sasser just took the snap and quickly threw a pass out to Mobley right down the line. And Mobley gets up, they mark him at the 38, 1st and 10 right there. 3:41 to go in the half. Bleckley leads it 23-6, and we're on the move again here. 1st and 10 from the Hornet 38. Sasser in the shotgun. He'll send number 16 in motion to the right. And now he'll send Brown in motion. He takes a snap, gives it to Stevens on the read, breaks one tackle. He's right around the 35 and finally brought down around the 34. Gain of about 4 on the play. And I keep forgetting number 16's name for Bleckley.
16 is Aurelius English. Aurelius English.
Enos?
English.
English. Okay.
Aurelius English.
English is number 16. 2nd and 6 now from the 34. Sasser in the shotgun. He has Stevens in the backfield with him. Sends Brown in motion. He gives it, fakes, throws the Brown on outside. Flag down. It's about a false start on Bleckley. He faked it to Stevens and tried to flip it out to Brown, but the play was blown dead. And it's going to be 2nd and about 11 after the 5-yard penalty with 3:08 to go in the half here. Bleckley leads it 23-6. 2nd and 11. Sasser in the shotgun. He'll send trips to the left, one to the right, and Butler's in the backfield with him. Sasser takes a snap, and he runs the option. He's going to keep it. Now he pitches late to Butler, and Butler's going down the sideline. Flag down. This is probably coming back. Butler's all the way down the sideline, and he's in out of bounds around the 5-yard line. But
that's going to come back to the backfield.
Yeah, there's a penalty flag sitting at the 44-yard line.
Holding.
It's going to be holding on Bleckley.
Oh.
And that was a good play by Sasser. He kept it, then he pitched it late to Butler. We got all the way down to the 5. But
well, as I talk about most weeks, this is going to be a 14-yard penalty.
Yeah.
They penalize the high school more than they do the college and pros because it's a spot foul.
The flag was laying at the 43, so it'll be 10 from there back to the Bleckley. Well, actually, just inside the 50. They didn't go 10 yards. Okay.
Well, I think that maybe he was saying it was at the 40. Maybe he told me it was at the line of scrimmage, but line of scrimmage is about 39.
It'll be 2nd about 22 from the 50. We got to get all the way to the 28-yard line. So the Royals going backwards now after moving the ball. Twins on each side. Now Sasser in the shotgun with Stevens behind him. And they stack the line with 5 guys. Sasser takes the snap. And he's throwing a comeback pass over here to English, who drops it. Tried to throw the comeback screen to him over here. And a little low, but probably should have been called. But English couldn't hang on to it. It's going to be 3rd down.
Yeah. I think he tried to stop and turn reverse field and go downfield quicker than he should have.
And they had 5 guys coming. As soon as our lineman released, they were all over Sasser. He had to throw it maybe a little quick, but it still wasn't a bad pass. But anyway, it's third down and about 22 from midfield now with 2:52 to go in a half. And if you
You got to
don't,
remember it hit him in the hands. So.
of all places, if we don't get anything here, I'm sure we're going to have to punt this thing back to them. But they are out of timeouts. And
Looks like
we may have to call one because the play clock is down to 8 and we're nowhere near ready.
Now,
Now we
scoreboard
finally
says
get ready.
fourth, and the marker says third.
Yeah, it's third down because the penalty gives the down back. There's a snap, and they blow it dead, and maybe we did call a timeout, and we did. Because I think the play clock is about to run out. So timeout, Bleckley County.
Yes, so it's going to be third down. Like I said, scoreboard shows fourth down and 22. It's going to be third down and 22.
Yeah, it's third down because the penalty gave us second down over, and then we threw that incomplete pass.
We'll give another quick shout out. We'll put his name and number in the comments. But Chris Nobles at Nobles Net, he says he helps people who can't get internet. So if you can't get internet, call Chris Nobles at Nobles Net, 478-308-0596.
All right, with 2:52 to go in the half here, the Royals just burned their second time out, and the Royals lead it 23-6. And remind everybody, next week the Royals will travel down to Vidalia, Georgia, to take on the Vidalia Indians, and of course that's COVID permitting, as they say. And again, James, we will not have a halftime show tonight due to the COVID problems. But the band will not play tonight.
Yeah, looked like we had a rather small band out there tonight, about 16 members.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, Jim.
Yeah.
Coach Lassiter is on the official about something here, and we're in the middle of a timeout. I'm not sure what this is.
They changed it. The official on the other side had to change it from third to fourth during that timeout.
But it's only third down. Yeah, I think that's what it was. They're going to get this corrected. It is third down.
Because it showed fourth down on the scoreboard.
Now the scoreboard has
now
third
scoreboard's
down.
corrected.
Now the down marker's straight. Okay, that's what it was. I knew Coach Lassiter was about to have an aneurysm down there. He was really hot about something.
Well, you go into timeout with third down, and then you're fourth down when you come back out.
Third down now. Mobley will go in motion. Sasser takes the snap. Fakes. He's looking to throw. Throws it over the middle. It's complete to Mobley. He's got plenty of room. He's over the 40. He needs to break one tackle, and he can't do it. Well, he does break it, and he's brought down around the 32-yard line. So that's a big gain. That may let us go far here on fourth down.
There's a flag down. There's a flag down. I think they grabbed him by the helmet,
It
taking
looked
him
like
down.
a face mask or something. The way he got twisted. Let's see what the flag is right at the tackle at the 32-yard line, and Mobley is shaken up as well.
It's either a horse collar or something. They've got their number 7 linebacker. Little linebacker was down. It looked like.
Well, they're calling it on Bleckley. Well, no.
Blocking the back.
Blocking the back right at the point of the tackle. It looked like Mobley's head got twisted, but
yeah. I mean, the way he went down, it looked like they were pulling him by the helmet.
so now the penalty back to the 41, but I guess it'll still be third down right there.
Yes.
So you actually gain some yards even with the penalty.
We will redo third down.
It'll be third down and about 13. It'll be third down and about 13 with 2:28 to go in the half.
So you
Bleckley
cut
leads
off-
23-6.
You pick up 9 plays even though you get a penalty. And you get the down again.
Yeah. So third down and about 13. So even though we've been a little bit closer to the first down, at least you got 2 downs now to get this.
Yes.
And their coach is not happy with the way that transpired. Now he's finally off the field. Sasser in the shotgun, twins on each side. Takes the snap, he's looking to throw. Throws over the middle of the field. He had to hit Mobley. Did he catch it?
The official from behind
No,
said
they're saying incomplete.
incomplete.
They're saying incomplete. Well, there's a flag at the midfield anyway. They're going to be holding on Bleckley. How many holding penalties we had tonight?
None in the first quarter, and all of a sudden they're calling them all now.
Mobley is saying he caught it, but the penalty would have wiped it out anyway.
Well, and the official from behind is the one that called it, not the ones that had the better angles from upfield.
So now let's see. I'm sure they would probably decline this and make it fourth down, you would think. But it looks like they're going to mark it off. We're going to have third down for the third time.
I mean, we killed about 3 minutes here with this drive.
And it's back to the 50, so we're back at third and 22 like we were earlier. It was a hold on Bleckley. Mobley, it looked as though he caught it from here, but they ruled it incomplete. So third and 22 with 2:23 to go. Now we'll
Back
finish
where we
this
were a
third
minute
down.
ago.
We'll finish this third down eventually, I would think. This is our third time running a playoff of it. But penalties have really really crushed this drive so far. Twins on each side now. Sasser in the shotgun. He'll send Stevens in motion. He takes the snap. And they try to throw the comeback screen. It's incomplete. Try to hit English on the comeback screen over here.
And it was almost picked off after it was tipped by English.
It was a little high. Went through English's hand and incomplete. We had the blockers that area. I don't know if it would have got the first down, but he would have got some yardage out of it. But we're going to have to punt this thing away now with 2:12 to go in the half. After all that, we ended up punting from midfield where we were.
We had the ball
10 minutes ago.
Yeah, we had the ball inside of their 40.
Yep.
A couple times.
So Rozier will punt it and back deep for the Hornets. I can't see who that is, but he's running up. He's not going to get back deep. They're not buying this punt at all here. They're going to play punt safe, looks like. They've got 8 men on the line, now 9 men on the line. Now the deep man will get back. There's a snap. And a high spiral kick, and they're going to let it hit. Hits at the 15, takes a royal bounce inside the 10, still rolling inside the 5, and we're going to down around the 4. So good punt by Rozier.
Excellent punt, great roll for the Royals. Going to give them horrible starting field position this time. Good starting field position in our case.
First and 10 from their own 4-yard line now. So with 2:06 to go in the half, they don't have any timeouts left, and they're 96 yards away.
And the last time they were at the 4, at their own 4, we ended up with a safety. So,
well, you can bet they're probably going to run Brown somewhere along the line here to get out of that hole. Probably.
Well, the way they've been moving it has been on the outside, so I would bet he's going to try and get it to the outside, not up the middle.
Yeah, when they pitch it to him around the other side, he's been getting pretty good chunks of yardage. So with 2:06 to go in the half, first and 10 from their own 4-yard line, the Hornets have it. And Adams will bring them up to the line. He'll spin one man wide left. Adams will be under center. Brown will go out in the slot. There is no running back behind him.
There is no running back. He's going to be.
They have 2 guys to wing, and one will go in motion. They'll give it to him on a jet sweep. He's trying to get around the corner, and he's up to around the 10-yard line. Going to be gaining about 6.
8 Young on the carry.
Did it really inbounds or out of bounds? Apparently inbounds. Clock's still running. It's going to be 2nd and 4. Right at the 10-yard line. They just run a jet sweep out of that double wing formation. And it got him out of the hole a little bit.
Jashawn Hyde on the tackle on that one.
And they're in no hurry, no timeouts. The clock running 1:34 and counting. 2nd down and about 4.
Now I bet they run it down. They'll run it down to.
Yeah, Adams will be in the shotgun this time. Nobody in the backfield with him. He'll split trips to the right and one guy to the left. There's the snap. He's looking to throw. Throws out on the left side, and it's battered around, almost intercepted. And diving, did he intercept it? No, it's incomplete. We had a guy diving for it, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, it was Sean Jenkins that made that was there on the coverage and almost had it himself, and then Jashawn Hyde making the dive and gets out, but couldn't come up with
Jenkins makes that pick. He can walk in the end zone with it. It's going to be 3rd down and about 4 now with a minute 17 to go in the half.
Well, and them throwing the ball makes me think, well, they're not trying to just get out of this half. They're actually going to try and move it, but.
Now Adams will be in the shotgun. This time he has Brown in the backfield with him. 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Let's see if they run it and just try to get out of here, or they try to throw it again. There's the snap. He will throw. He's rolling to his right. Throws out here in the flat. It's complete up around the 15-yard line. Probably going to be a first down, I think. Yep, right at the 15. It will be a first down. They had to get to the 14.
That was number 24, Graham.
Graham on the reception.
They hit as soon as he caught the ball.
He just snuck out in the flat out there right at the 15-yard line. A minute 10. They'll wind it as soon as they get it set, though. And they're in no hurry. They're huddling up. And the clock running now. We're about to reach the 1-minute mark. 1st and 10 for the Hornets. Adams in the shotgun. He'll spin trips to the left. Brown in the backfield with him. They run a guy on way late. That's Graham coming on way late.
Graham was walking off.
And he will go to the right. Adams takes the snap. He's looking to throw. Throws out behind the line. It's complete to Farrell up around. He's at the 10. And he gets back to the line of scrimmage, and we're going to bring him down right at the line. No gain.
They have 12 men on the field right now.
I think that was Farrell, number 19.
They have 12 on the field right now.
And no flag, though.
Because I'm watching number 11 go off the field. They will not send anybody
else. He actually gained about a half a yard. It's going to be 2nd down about 9.5, but the clock is...
So that wasn't too many men on the field. That was actually illegal participation because they had too many, and they stayed on the field. So they got away with one there.
The clock may run out here. We're down to 12 seconds, and they don't have to snap it if they don't want to. 2nd down about 9.5. 8, 7, 6, and they're in no hurry. They may not get this all. 4, 3, 2.
He's looking at the play clock, not the clock.
And the half is going to end right there. They do not snap the ball. So at the half, Bleckley leads it 23-6. And I'm so tired of trying to talk over that PA. I'm losing my voice here, but I got to do it.
Well, we have half. Yep, go ahead. No, go ahead. Well, we have at halftime is 23-6, Royals lead. We're going to take a break with them. Halftime's 20 minutes and a 3-minute warm-up period. So it is 8:47. We'll be back at about 10 after. About 9:10. Join us back.
He will take the field.
That would be the last thing I'd do. No, I'm carrying a big old thing. That would be the very last thing. That's why I said I'll do We need to see me in the back.
For the World Series Tournament.
All right, there you go.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Halftime is over here. The Royals lead 23-6 over the Hornets. And the Royals will kick it off to start the second half. Fordham will kick it off. Back deep, you got Farrell and Young for the Hornets. And here's the kick. It's a high end-over-end kick. Young would take it at about the 18, or the 14, the 15 to 20. Cuts to his left to the 25. Got a guy on his back. And he's still on his feet over the 30, 35, and brought down around the 38-yard line. Going to be 1st and 10 Hornets right there.
Caden Maxwell stretched his jersey real good.
Yeah, he had a
bragging
handle
on to him, but he pulled him downfield a couple yards before he lost it.
They mark it at the 38, be 1st and 10 Hornets right there. And James, the first half, the defense really played well. Offense moved the ball pretty much every time.
Yeah.
We lost it on downs twice, deep in their territory. And we were driving right before half, and penalties really killed us, and we ended up having to punt for the only time tonight. But we do have a safety recorded by our defense.
Yeah, I mean, we punted. We probably could have punted a couple other times or kicked a field goal, but you're kind of in that mid-range where you know, it really wasn't going to hurt you to go for it and not get it.
All right, Adams is under center. Nobody in the backfield with him. He goes everybody out wide. He sends Farrell in motion. He gives it to him on the jet sweep. But he's hit right behind the line. Nothing doing. And is that a flag I saw?
I'm trying to figure out if it was a flag right there.
This official right here threw his.
Or somebody had a yellow sleeve or something, yellow something on that put their hand up.
But a loss of 5 on the play back to the 34-yard line.
Looks like no flag, I guess.
Actually lost of 4 back to the 34. Going to be second 14.
No flag.
It looked like he threw it, though, didn't he?
He did. I don't know if he pulled it out or if one of the players right behind him might have had something like a yellow band or something on and stuck his arm up, because I saw the exact same thing you did.
Adams under center gives it to Brown on the trap play and nothing doing. We're all over that. He may have lost another yard or two. And it's going to be, there comes a late flag.
Yeah, late flag on, I think thrown on them and us. I think it's on both.
It's going to be on Bleckley, looks like.
Might be offsetting, might not be. I don't know. We'll see.
They pointed to us. I didn't see him point to them.
I saw who it was.
Boy, we sacked him back at the 31. He lost 3 more yards. And after the play was over, personal foul on Bleckley. Yep.
Yeah, I know who that was on, but.
And we got a couple of those last week that hurt us. We really got to play a little bit more discipline than that. And they're telling Coach Lassiter.
Coach Lassiter's trying to find out why they're calling a personal foul on us when they hadn't called them on those couple cheap shots they've taken. Yep. They also missed 12 men on the field right there at the end of the half too. So
are they going to mark off the penalty? They ain't marked it off yet. And now they will. The umpire will pick it up and mark it.
Well, and that's going to be just enough for a first down if it's 15, yeah.
And so that's going to hurt the Royals.
It's going to be right there at the sticks, but.
Well, we would have them 3rd and long.
Oh, and they're going to give them a first down on that. I don't know. That was right there. It was kind of close.
We would have them 3rd and very long, but now it's going to be 1st and 10 from their own 48-yard line. As back-to-back plays, we knocked them down behind the line of scrimmage. So 1st and 10 now after the penalty, and we just got to be a little more disciplined than that. Whether it was the right
it's just an extracurricular after the game. I mean, after the play's over.
Adams in the shotgun has Brown to his right, 2 wideouts to the right side here, and he'll send Graham in motion. And I was about to say, it looks like a false start. They do call it. I don't know if they're going to call it or not.
The coaches want their guys, and we want our guys to play to the whistle. But you got to know when that whistle goes, you got to stop. You know. You got
to, like I said, you got to be just a little bit more careful what you're doing. And I'm not saying it was the right or wrong call, but.
Well, I saw their guys shoved back, so I don't know why they weren't offsetting. I was watching.
Those penalties just kill you though when you have them backed up 3rd and long.
Yeah, I was watching
first down.
I was watching an NFL game the other day, and one person shoved and the other one shoved back, and the one that shoved first got it. It's usually the second guy that gets called.
It's going to be 1st and 15, and they have a new quarterback in now. That's number 2 in there. That is Lawton at quarterback now. Adams is not in there.
False start again on them.
And there's a flag down.
Oh, delay game. Sorry.
So it's going to be 1st and 20 now. And that's about the 5th or so delay of game.
That's at least 5 on them for delay game.
So I don't know if Adams was injured or what, but
well, they felt bad for taking that 15-yard penalty, and so they went ahead and gave us back 10 yards at least.
Number 2, Lawton is in at quarterback now. So I don't know if Adams was injured or not, but he's not in there at the moment. And He'll split two out to the right. Brown in the backfield.
I see him standing on the sideline, so not sure why that.
And he'll send Graham in motion. And there's the hard count. And did we jump or did
everybody
they
moved but the center, and it's on them.
And let's see. I don't know. Let's see.
The flags went out on their side.
Both teams were moving. Let's see who moved first. And they're going to talk it over.
It looks like
the line judge and the head linesman.
It looks like the guy on the official on the far side threw it on the offense, and the official on the near side may have thrown it on the defense. So they can get together and talk about it.
Let's see who gets this one. And
see who wins.
It is a
false start. Dead ball. Yeah.
It will be on the Hornets. That will make it 1st and 25 now. So 3 penalties in a row will go against the Hornets here. It's 1st and 25, and Lawton's in the shotgun with twins to the right. He has Brown in the backfield with him. He'll send Graham in motion. He'll take the snap. He fakes. He's rolling to his right. He's looking to throw. He's still looking. He's under rush. Now he pulls it down. Rolling throws, and it's, did he catch
incomplete. He bobbled it coming out.
Incomplete. Up around that was Young, number 8, up around the 45. Incomplete. Going to be 2nd and 25 now.
Yeah, he was chased by Newbern and number 38, Quake Olson.
Lawton stretched that play out. He extended it as long as he could, kept running. But now Adams is coming back in.
Well, I see Willie Harris out there, but I see most of our other starters, but a couple of those linemen look like they may have been, 1 or 2 may have been rotated in with some new guys, fresher guys for the second half here.
Okay, Lawton goes out and Adams back in quarterback, so apparently he's not injured. He has trips to the left, nobody to the right, and Brown is just to his right in the backfield. He takes the snap, looking to throw. He's throwing along down the left sideline, overthrew everybody, and we had a guy jump up and knock it, almost picked it off, but incomplete.
Yeah, he overthrew 2 of his guys and landed in the middle of 3 of ours.
Going to be 3rd down. They had 2 receivers in the same area.
Yeah.
That's probably somebody ran the route wrong there. Yeah. You normally don't have 2 in the same spot, or at least you're not supposed to.
Yeah, one of them went a little bit further downfield before he made his cut.
It's going to be 3rd and 25 now with 10:47 to go in the 3rd quarter, and Bleckley leads it by a score 23-6. And now Lawton is back out at quarterback, so they're rotating their quarterback here for some reason.
Well, it's worked for some teams.
And the play clock is down to 2-1. They're not going to get this playoff. It's going to be another delay of game. Well, they do get it off now. There comes a flag.
Flags came out.
They did stop it.
So the way, just for people that are curious, what happens is it may hit 0 and they still get the snap, because what happens is when it hits 0, the umpire will look down and see if the ball's still there. If the ball's still there once after it hits 0, that's when he calls it.
So it actually gives you about a half a second
longer
than the clock.
If the clock hits 0 and he looks down and the ball's gone, he's not going to call it.
So you actually get a little bit more time than what the clock says. Now 3rd and 30. There's a snap. Lawton looking to throw, and he's got plenty of time. No rush. Flag down. He throws it over here. It's complete up around the 45 to Graham, and he's brought down about the Bleckley 49, but I think that's going to be a hold.
Yeah, there's a hold.
South Atlanta. Yeah. I think they're holding Willie Harris. He's the one complaining.
Well, what's funny is number 50, who we don't have on our roster, almost tackled his quarterback when somebody shoved him down. And it might have been Willie Harris that pushed him backwards.
The pass was complete up to the Bleckley 48, so I would think Coach Lasher would take this penalty and make it 3rd. And
changing quarterbacks again. It looks like they're running the play in and through the quarterback each time. You don't usually see it through the quarterback. You usually see it through a receiver or running back that you're rotating out. So
the penalty is back to the 18-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and let's say a country mile.
They might need that charter bus to get the length of this.
They got to get all the way to the Bleckley 42, and they're sitting on their own 18.
I think you can put those 3 charter buses together, head nose to tail. It'll
take me a minute to do the math here, but it's 3rd and forever. I'm going to say about 40, maybe. So, anyway, now Lawton back in at quarterback. Trips to the right, swings to the left.
I would bet they're going to throw it.
He takes the throw, and he's under a heavy rush. We got guys chasing him. He's going to be sacked. He just threw it wild, incomplete. That should be intentional grounding.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I saw that.
Nobody over there.
I saw that NFL game called intentional grounding. There's no way.
He backhanded the throw.
It's like he just lost as he was going down because they spun him. I can't believe that.
No flag. It'll be 4th and forever from the 18.
A horrible no call on that.
He was being sacked back around the 12. He just threw a backhanded pass out there, and there was nobody there.
Yeah, there's nobody anywhere near. I think Tom Brady got called for a call for that the other day. Actually, that's who it was.
There wasn't even a lineman out there, but no flag, and they're going to punt it. We got two guys standing back around midfield. High snap. We come after it. We don't get it. Oh, low, terrible kick. And it's going to take a Hornet bounce and roll over to 45, and they're going to down it at their own 48. So the Royals will have fantastic field position here.
Ended up with a 29-yard punt on that, actually.
And Coach Lassiter's giving somebody an earful there because they almost touched that ball.
That was Isaiah Roberts. That he was downfield trying to get to where he thought he needed to be, and the ball, they were yelling at him, and the ball kind of curved right by him.
Boy, that would have hurt. You give him a turnover after a 4th and 50 or whatever.
4th and 40, yeah.
About 4th and 40. Yeah.
Hey, real quick note: the Braves are up 12-0. The Braves actually have 10 games remaining, 9 after tonight. But their magic number's down to 9 with a win tonight and a loss by the Marlins is going to be with a loss by the Marlins down to 8.
There's a replay to Stevens up the middle, and he's going to get a couple yards up to about the 46. You're going to be 2nd down and 8 right there.
So the Marlins lost earlier today. They're in 2nd place right now. That knocked Braves magic number actually down to 8. With a 3.5 game lead, and a win by the Braves and another win by the Nats. The Marlins lose. Braves could be down to a magic number of about 6 by the end of the night.
2nd 8, Sasser takes a snap, gives it to Stevens on the read again. He's got room. He's over to 40, down around the 35-yard line. Going to be a 1st down Royals. They may mark it just shy of the 35. Just run a quick trap play to him there.
And you got an official standing in front of the pom-poms down there. Makes it a little bit harder to. You catch it out of the corner of my eye. I catch it out of the corner of my eye that there's a flag.
They mark it at the 36, 1st and 10 now. Sasser in the shotgun. And he takes a snap. He gives it to Stevens again on the replay, and not much this time. Gets inside the 35 to about the 34.
Picked up about 3 there on that play, 2 or 3.
And Stevens, I thought he was coming up limping, but no, he's just running off.
I think he was trying to get his shoe back on.
Yeah,
I saw that too, though.
Butler will go in and take his place. The running game has been there all night for the Royals. It's really been working. I'm not sure how many yards you have, but it's got to be a good bit.
That two-headed backfield of Butler and Stevens has been running real well the last 2 weeks.
2nd and 8, Sasser takes a snap, gives it to Butler on the read this time, and he's up in the middle trying to bounce outside and can't do it. They're going to knock him down at their gain of maybe 1, and that's going to be about it.
I guess we could say the last 8 quarters because the second half of the West Lawrence game and then all 4 quarters last week along with 2 quarters today, so 8 quarters of good running by that two-headed running back field.
Gain was 1. It's going to be 3rd and 7 from the 33-yard line. Sasser's in the shotgun. Takes a snap. He's looking to throw. Still looking. That throws over long down the middle of the field. Got Mobley. Touchdown, Bleckley County. Boy, what a throw by Sasser. He took a hit when he threw it, but he had Mobley running the post pattern right down the hash, and he got behind his man, and Sasser hit him on stride.
Oh yeah, the safety was coming over, but he was just too late to get over there and stop that.
And I'll make it 29-6 with the extra point to come.
And I saw Mike Sasser jump up down there too.
Yeah, you couldn't ask for a better pass there.
No, not at all.
He put it right where only his man could catch it or nobody, and Mobley went up and got it, and caught it in stride and pretty much rolled into the end zone.
They ran a man on late.
And Fordham on for the extra point to extend the lead here. Sasser will hold it. There's a snap. It's set down. Kick is up, and kick is good. With 8:41 to go in the 3rd. The score now, Bleckley 30, South Atlanta 6. So the Royals opening it up a little bit. But we still got a long way to go. Remind everybody again, next week the Royals will travel down to Vidalia, Georgia, to take on the Indians of Vidalia. It will be another non-region matchup, but a double A matchup nonetheless. And the Indians always have a tough team down there. That, of course, James, every game every week is COVID permitting. If you put it.
Yeah, I read something today that the gamblers are now taking bets on whether games will be played
really?
or not due to COVID, and whether how many players will be out each week due to COVID.
Well, people will bet on anything.
They will.
And you take these people that are just addicted to gambling, they'll put a lot of money on stuff like that too. All right, Fordham will kick it off back deep for the Hornets. Is Thurl and Young. 30-6 with 8:41 to go in the third quarter. The Royals on a 33-yard touchdown pass from Dominic Sasser to Mobley. And Fordham will approach the ball. And it's a high end-over-end kick. Young will field it at about the 10. He's up to the 15, going to his left, puts back in the middle of the 20, 25, 30. Breaks one tackle, but can't break the second one, and he's brought down right at the 30-yard line. First and 10 Hornets right there.
Quick score update. Washington County 14, Thompson 7 in the third quarter. No updates for Monticello and Putnam. Lamar leads 12-7 over Jackson, Lamar County, in the third quarter as well.
All right, first and 10 for the Hornets from their own 30 with 8:34 to go in the third quarter.
Those who hadn't heard or joined us late, the Dodge County and West Lawrence game was canceled tonight. Dodge County has canceled their game next week due to COVID testing.
Yeah, they have their
24.
I think
is what I heard today.
Just about their whole, almost half their team or better is quarantined for 14 days. So.
And they've gotten 2 games in. One of them had to be delayed a day because of quarantine, people coming back.
It really hit them hard down there. And Adams takes the snap. He gives it to Brown on a stretch play, trying to get him around the left side, and he's hit the line, but still breaking tackles.
He broke a few tackles over there.
Down around the 33-yard line, gaining about 3. Boy, that guy, he has really run hard tonight. He has the long touchdown for them on a big 59-yard run on first drive of the game, but boy, he's hard to bring down because we were hitting at the line, and the next thing you know, he's gained 5 yards.
I want to give a shout out to Luther Lucas watching us again this week. He sent me a picture. Luther Lucas teaches history. He sent me a picture of him watching on his brand new big screen TV.
Adams gives it to Brown again on the stretch play. He reverses his field, trying to get around the left side. He's got the first down over to 40, over to 45, over to 50, down the sideline. Still on his feet, 40, 35, and finally run out of bounds around inside the Bleckley 30-yard line. The play was a stretch play to go to the right. But that was sealed off, and Brown reversed his field and got the corner and got all the way down to mark it at the Bleckley 30. So first and 10, South Atlanta right there.
And I want to give props to our defensive lineman, Jacob Hedrick. He actually ran all the way down there and made that tackle, or helped on that tackle at the end.
Adams gives it to Graham on the stretch play this time, and he's stripped up right at the line, gained about a yard to about the 29.
With 22, Amari Jackson went low and upended.
He had that play on Brown stop, and he just reversed his field, so he made a lot out of nothing. Probably shouldn't have gained a yard.
No, he shouldn't have. He probably should have lost a yard or so.
It's going to be a gain of 1 up to the 29, be second and 9 right there as we reach getting right at the 7-minute mark down the third. 30-6, Bleckley leads it. South Atlanta on the move now. Adams under center this time. Brown and Graham in the backfield with him. He'll take it, give it to Brown on the trap play, or did he? He did. He tried to hand off, but we were all over him and Brown, and we got a guy come out with the ball, but they blow it dead.
Yeah, that's 17. Luke Duffy came out with the ball, but Willie Harris had a hold of him by the time he tried to hand that ball off.
Yeah, he grabbed Adams, and Adams did the smart thing by not handing off to avoid a fumble. So technically it's a run by Adams for a loss of a yard. It's going to be 3rd and 10 from the 30.
I will say they've been consistent and kept Adams in there this entire drive. They haven't been swapping quarterbacks.
So that goes down as a run by Adams, not Brown, because he never gave it to Brown. He tried to. 3rd and 10 now, and Adams, I thought was going in the center. Now he's going back up in shotgun, it's like. He's got Brown in the backfield with him. He'll split 2 guys wide to the left, 1 to the right. 3rd and 10. He takes the snap. He gives it to Brown on the stretch play, and he's dodging guys, but he can't dodge them all, and we bring him down behind the line. Back around the 33-yard line, loss of about 3. Well, we were all over that.
Yeah, that was Pope and Colson right there in his face, and he didn't have anywhere to go. As soon as they wrapped him up, number 34, Willie Harris, came in there and helped him clean it up.
Back at the 33, going to be 4th down and 13, and with the score the way it is, they're going for this. No doubt here, they're going for this on 4th and 13. We're down to 5:34 and counting here in the third quarter. Bleckley leads at 30-6, and South Atlanta has it 4th and 13 from the Bleckley 33-yard line. Well, trips to the left this time, nobody to the right. Brown's in the backfield with Adams. Now they'll flip-flop their tight end over to the right side. He takes the snap. He's looking to throw. He's looking, got a rush, throwing long down the left sideline, and it's incomplete. Almost caught. They had a guy jump up for it around the 10-yard line, But the Royals will take over on downs.
That ball had been just a little bit lower. He might have pulled that in.
He was open. Our guy was
Jenkins,
there, but he wasn't close enough.
Jenkins got there right after the ball got there, I think, but he would have had to hold on to that coming down, because he was not going to catch it on his feet.
So it'll be 1st and 10, Bleckley from our own 33-yard line. With 5 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the third quarter. We lead at 30-6.
What does it take? 30-point lead for a running clock?
Yeah.
So we need one more touchdown to make it a running clock in the fourth.
That's always nice when it's running in your favor.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, they came out and scored on their first possession from scrimmage and the second play of the game, and hadn't done anything since.
Nope.
I mean, they moved the ball a little bit there, but
Sasser in the shotgun takes the snap. He fakes. He's wanting to throw. And he's going to throw a long down the left side. Got a man wide open. It's Brown. He's caught at the 35. He's at the 30. He's stumbling. He's brought down finally around the 15-yard line. They run a hitch and go as Sasser pump fake. And Brown ran right by his man. And had he not stumbled, I believe he would have scored. When he caught it, he went to stumbling, and that allowed the defense to catch up with him. And it's going to be at the South Atlanta 17-yard line, be 1st and 10 Royals.
Coach Sasser might want to be looking into the turf monsters out there on this field, because that's a couple times we've seen people.
Yeah, he started stumbling right around the 30. If he don't stumble, I believe he scores. 1st and 10 from the 17. Sasser in the shotgun. He'll flip-flop Eli Mullis. He takes the snap, looking to throw. Throws it out in the flat to Mullis. It's complete. Mullis at the 15. He's at the 10. He's at the 5, and he can't get a block, and he's run out of bounds around the 5-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal Royals right there.
Well, you remember that 4th down play last week where their guy, Wilcox's guy, got snatched down after catching the ball and just couldn't keep his feet.
Yeah.
If he had kept his feet and scored, we might have had a few more, about a minute left on the clock instead of 25 seconds.
And it's going to be 1st and goal Royals from just inside the 5, about a football length inside the 5.
A couple of great passes there by Sasser.
Sasser in the shotgun. He takes the snap. He fakes the Butler. He's going to throw again. He throws a slant, incomplete. Threw it low to somebody diving at the goal line down there.
Number 15, Jacob Johnson.
Johnson was diving at the goal line, and the ball was in the dirt. So it's going to be 2nd and goal from just inside the 5 now. 4:47 to go in the third quarter. Bleckley leads 30-6, and we're threatening to make it even more here. They'll split 2 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. Butler in the backfield, and a hard count. And did they jump? I think they did.
Yeah, they did.
So that's going to be half the distance.
If we'd taken a quick snap, nobody was covering Mullis over here in the slot. The guy got over here late. We probably could have taken a quick snap and gotten that handled, but I moved the ball to about the 2.5 yard line.
It's going to be 2nd and goal from the 2.5 here. I would think maybe just give it to Butler on the read again and see if he can't just crash through for a couple yards here. Sasser in the shotgun. Takes the snap. He fakes the Butler. He's going to throw. Tries to throw the fade into the back of the end zone, and he overthrew everybody incomplete. And was that Mullis down there? I think it was.
Actually, I think that pass was intended for 11 Mobley.
Okay, well, Mullis was down there, though. It's going to be 3rd and goal now from the 2.5.
So 13 Yates. He's going over there.
And it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 2.5 now.
That was good coverage by their defensive back, though.
Yeah, he didn't look in the backfield and buy the fake on the run there. Sasser in the shotgun. Butler's right behind him. There's the snap. He gives it to Butler this time on the read, and Butler's trying to get around the corner, and he's going to walk in the end zone. Touchdown, Bleckley County. Oh, we got a couple. Somebody was on top of Mims over there. They could have finally caught him. Mims was getting piled on there, and I don't know if they called on Mims or the other guys. Mims.
Well, there's 2 flags. I'm guessing they called it on both of them.
Mims. Well, I can't say where he got hit on the radio, but let's just say he may be singing soprano at church this Sunday.
Okay, so after he was on the ground, apparently he got shoved down again, and Mims got up and stood over the guy, and he had a good foot on him at least.
They did call the penalty on the Hornets. The touchdown count, Mims got hit right in the groin area. You can see him holding himself.
Well, they knocked him down, and then I didn't see when it happened. Raleigh said that he saw the guy shoved him back down after he was trying to get up. 2 of them did, and I guess it takes 2 of them to take him down. But he just stood up and looked down at the guy. I mean, literally looked down at him. He had to be a foot, if not more, taller.
Yeah, we're going to have to run a guy on way late here, but we still got plenty of time on the play clock. As Fordham will try the extra point. Touchdown
15 seconds on the play clock now.
Sasser will hold it. There's a snap that's set down. Kick is up, and kick is good. With 4:36 to go in the third quarter, Bleckley 37 and South Atlanta 6. Mims got hit low there because he came up holding his groin area. And like I said, he may be singing sopranos Sunday at church, or first tenor, whichever one you want to call it. But the Royals up by 31 points now. And James, if this holds true to the fourth quarter, we will have a running clock. Won't be a choice in that.
Well, it might be for the best the way that this game's going.
And personal foul penalty will be assessed here on the kickoff, so the Royals will be kicking off from the South Atlanta 45-yard line.
That should be most likely with the score the way it is going to be he'll kick it for a touchback.
Yeah, and Fordham's come close a couple times tonight. So he should be able to put this in the end zone if he wants to.
Last week when we had this, we I think we pooched it, we pooched it and ended up recovering.
They got Farrell and Young back deep around the 5-yard line, but I think Fordham may just stick this in the end zone. And if they don't get somebody up on that front line, we could just roll it 10 yards if we wanted to. But they're standing at the 30, they could be at 35.
Yeah. Well, they only have 11 out there they do have 11 out there this time. They've had 12 out there a couple times tonight, but only 11 this time.
Now Fordham will kick it here. And he approaches the ball, and he will line drive kick, and it will scoot into the end zone for the touchback, and the Hornets will have it at the 20-yard line. 4:36 to go in the third. Bleckley 37, South Atlanta 6. They jumped out to a 6-0 lead, but the Royals have scored 37 unanswered here. And James, if we make it to the fourth quarter with this score, we may see a lot of the young guys in the fourth.
Yeah, and that's the good thing, at least in this situation. But the bad thing for those young guys is they're only going to be out there for 12 minutes total. Unless somebody takes a timeout.
And if we do put in our B squad, South Atlanta, they may keep their A squad in, and who knows, they may, we'll just have to wait and see, but I don't know how they'll play this. Adams back in at quarterback, he's under center. Brown's right behind you back there. They got two wideouts to the left. Now they'll flip their tight end over to the left side.
We have subbed a little bit already.
They send Young in motion. They quick pitch it to Brown, trying to get him around the left side. He tries to reverse his field. We hit him behind the line. He breaks one tackle, but he can't break the other one. He's going to lose yardage back to about the 18-yard line. Also about 2 on the play. Almost was a bigger loss.
Well, he reversed field, and Javin Rozier was right in his face. He was lucky to pick up another yard or two out of that.
Well, they marked
it for a 1-yard loss. I thought it should have been more than that.
They mark it at the 19. Loss of 1, going to be second and 11. And Adams will bring him up. He'll get under center again. Brown in the backfield. Two wideouts to the right this time. Let's see if they'll send Young in motion again to the right. They pitch it to Brown, trying to get him around the right. He cuts back in the middle of the field. He's got a little room this time, but brought down around the 24-yard line, gain of about 5 on the play.
Yeah, tried to run behind a blocker, but the blocker didn't really move.
I've noticed when they put Brown in the backfield and they send Young in motion, usually whichever way he runs, that's where they're going to pitch it, and that's what they did on those two plays.
Yeah.
It's going to be third down and about 6 from the 24. 3:25 and counting here in the third quarter. And they're in no hurry. They're still huddling up, even though they're down big. So Adams will get under center this time. Again, he has Brown and Mitchell in the backfield with him, and he'll fake, and he actually give it to Brown on the trap play and nothing doing. I thought he faked it to him, but he gave it to Brown. There comes another late flag. Don't tell me we're fixing to give them a cheap first down. Unbelievable.
Well, I don't know if it was on us or them, but
we had him. It would have been 4th down and 6, no gain. But let's see what the penalty is. Did he call offsetting?
Well, he's pointing at them too.
Yeah, if it's offsetting, it doesn't really matter. Personal foul. Well, he didn't point which way. Now he's got to talk over to his partner and find out who is who. And let's see, it is going to be personal foul on both teams. It's going to be offset, and it's dead ball, so it'll still be 4th down. So it's going to be 4th and 6.
And I think Coach Lassiter talking to the person that got it called against him for the Royals and telling him, hey, you can't do that. Just let him take it, can't take that chance of giving them a first down.
And I didn't realize that the South Atlanta coach knew it was fourth down. And he finally does send his punt team on. I thought they were going to line up and go for this thing here. But he does send the punt unit on, 4th
Number
and 6.
57.
But their play clock is down to 10. They're going to have to hurry, and they're nowhere near lined up, but we aren't either. Neither team lined up, but they got the hack it. We don't. And they're not going to get this play off. They're not going to get it off. That's the dead ball, delay of game.
They snapped it, but the up man caught it.
It's going to be a delay of game unless somebody called a timeout.
They did.
And South Carolina did call a timeout. So timeout with 2:27 to go in the third quarter. Bleckley leads it 37-6. And we're about to get the ball back here if they do decide to punt here, unless I don't think they change their mind.
Well, we got a second here, Don. I just want to remind everybody that our internet's provided by Chris Nobles at Nobles Net. They help people get internet who can't get internet. 478-308-0596. Again, that's Chris Nobles, Nobles Net. 478-308-0596. Helps people get internet who can't get internet. I've seen a few posts on Facebook of people who are having internet issues this week and their internet was out. And a couple people referring to Chris, but if you're one of those people that was having problems, give Chris a call and he'll help you get taken care of. We've had it everywhere we've gone this year. In town, out of town, in the country, wherever it was, and last year.
And we appreciate Mr. Chris Nobles for everything he does. So it's 4th and 6. Now they will punt it. Magley will punt. And we got Mobley and Jenkins back deep for the Royals, right around midfield. He hasn't been punting very well at all tonight. There's a snap, and not a bad punt this time. End over end, and they're going to let it hit. And it's going to take a Hornet bounce and roll dead at the Bleckley 41-yard line. Be 1st and 10. Bleckley right there.
Look at next week's opponent, Vidalia, on the scoreboard. They are 0-1. That's first game. They're playing their first game tonight against ECI, which I can't remember what ECI stands for. I see them in the
That is Emmanuel County Institute.
That's right, Emmanuel County Institute. They're trailing 14-8. Vidalia is losing 14-8 right now in the fourth quarter.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Royals from their own 41-yard line, and Dominic Sasser still in at quarterback. Still got the number ones out there. Of course, we're still in the third quarter with 2 minutes and 11 seconds to go. Trips to the right, one to the left, and Stevens in the backfield with Sasser in the shotgun. They load 7 on the line. You snap it to Sasser, he flips it out in the backfield to Stevens. He's over to 40, over to 45, over to 50, and run out of bounds around the Hornet 47-yard line. Going to be a first down.
I don't know why or what they were trying to do, but the guy that was lined up against Mims came running in and Mims just stood up and shoved him backwards. And he went down backwards, flat on his back.
They had 7 on the line of scrimmage then before the ball was snapped.
For those of y'all watching on there, Mims is in the left tackle. He's on this near side. If you can see him on there.
Sasser in the shotgun. H-back flips over. He takes the snap. He's looking to throw again. Those are complete over the middle. The Mobley flag down. That may be a hold on Bleckley. The umpire threw it right in the middle of the play there.
Yes. Usually the place
up to about the 42.
I saw a holding signal.
And it's going to be a hold on Bleckley. Yep. And I don't know how many holding penalties they've had tonight, but quite a few.
Just as many as they've had delay of games.
And I'm not sure who it was on, but it's right in the middle of the field there. But that's probably at least the 4th or 5th holding penalty tonight on Bleckley. And it's all the way back to our own 40-yard line. So that's another one of those 13-yard penalties.
13-yard penalty from the previous spot.
So it's going to be 1st and 23 with 1:56 to go in the third. Sasser in the shotgun. He takes the snap. He's rolling left. He's looking to throw. He gets a block behind him. He's wanting to throw on the run, and he just throws that thing away. Nobody open, and he didn't want to take the sack. So good, smart play by Sasser there.
Yeah, that was a smart way. You got nothing, just throw it away. And
throw it away and live to see another day, because he didn't want to get a sack and risk a turnover back there. It's going to be 2nd and 23 from the 40 now. 1:42. For some reason, Coach Lassiter decided to start throwing the ball here with this big lead.
Well, I think he wants to try it out a little bit while you got this lead. Give it a shot and try and open up your passing game a little bit.
Our running game's really been on fire tonight. Sasser in the shotgun. They load the line again. He takes the snap, gives it to Stevens on the read this time, and trying to get free, pulling the guy with him, and brought down around the 44, gain of about 4. And still, we got some chirping going after at the plate here. And it's going to be third down and about 16 maybe from there. Well, no more than that. Third down about 20 looks like.
Yeah, about 19, 20, somewhere in that range.
Sasser's in the shotgun, trips to the left, one to the right. Hard count, and they jump off sides by about 2.5 yards.
The scoreboard agreed with you, Don. They said it was third and 20.
I'm guessing. I go by the long line.
It's more than 10. We'll just say third and
I count the numbered lines, and then I add the dashes to it.
That's what I do too.
It's easier that way when you get our age. So. A penalty makes it third.
We have to guess sometime on the dashes too.
Third and about 15 now after the offsides penalty. Sasser takes the snap, and they run the option. They pitch it to Stevens. He's trying to break free and he can't do it. And he's going to be brought down right at the gain of about maybe 5. Going to be fourth down and about 10.
Yeah, they're going to mark it right at the original line of scrimmage.
And just like we're going to send the punt unit on, we will. For only the second time tonight, we will punt it. And both times, James, penalties has really has stalled the drive.
And the clock is under a minute now. Actually, 45 seconds to go in the third quarter.
So both times we've had the punt tonight, the drive was stalled by penalties. And
it's going to be Rozier back to punt.
And back deep for them is Young. He's standing about his own 14, 13-yard line. They sent a guy off late, way late. There comes the flags. Is this delay or is this sub? This has got to be maybe delayed. The clock's on 0.
Are we trying to get an extra 5 yards to work with?
Well, they run a guy off late. I don't know if it was a substitution penalty or delay a game, but it may be delayed because the clock was on 0. But the side judge threw it. The back judge didn't throw it. Usually the back judge is delay a game. And it is substitution penalty on South Atlanta.
So that's going to put us 5 yards closer, make it 4th and 5.
And let's see if Coach Lester changes his mind.
Doesn't look like he's hadn't made a signal yet, and they hadn't started changing.
Sasser is standing right there behind him, ready to go if called upon. So
yeah, we just got to get the rest of the offense out there too.
But I think we will.
I think Sasser wants to, but he's not.
Nope, we're going to go for this thing. Coach Lester turned around and called for the offense. It's 4th and 5. Actually, 4th and maybe just a little less than 5.
I haven't started the play clock yet, so we still got 25 seconds there. Now he blows it in, so. Well, he did blow it in, but it's not
rolling
yet.
Haven't started the clock yet. 4th and about 4. It's actually 4th and 4. I don't understand that.
Now they're playing the clock.
It was 4th and 10. And
it was on the marker. I don't know how they moved it 6 yards.
Well, they did. It's 4th and 4 instead of 4th and 5. And we send the offense back out there. We're down to 12 seconds on the play clock, and we just get to the line. We might need to speed it up just a tad, or we may have to burn a timeout here. Down to 5 seconds. Sasser takes the snap. He's looking to throw. He's looking, throws out in the flat. It's complete behind the line, and he's going to get the first down up around the 35-yard line. He got hit right at the line of scrimmage, and he drug a guy with him just enough to get the first down to the 35. 1st and 10, Bleckley.
Can't make out who that is. Is that
Stevens?
20? Yeah,
I think it was Stevens.
Yeah, it was.
He just slid out of the backfield.
And it looks like we're probably going to let the quarter run out. We might let the quarter run out here.
16.7 seconds. They haven't wound it yet, but we're up to the line ready to go.
Oh, we're not. Yeah, he went out of bounds. So.
Oh, he did? Okay, so it won't start. Play clock is down to 10.
Maybe he did. I didn't think he did. I didn't think he was that close.
I didn't think he was either. Sasser in the shotgun. Takes the snap. He fakes. He's wanting to throw. Throws a slant. It's complete to Johnson. He's up to the 25. Tried to break a tackle and couldn't do it. And brought down around the 21. Going to be another first down. And the Royals on the move again. And this may be the end of the quarter, James, as they'll have to start it now. But no, we're quickly up to the line. We're going to try to run another play here. And they spiked it. How many times do you see him spike in the third quarter?
Well, I can tell you what it is. He knows he's not going back out there for the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and we're going to have a running clock in the fourth quarter, no matter what. Unless something crazy happens here.
But Sasser didn't want to. He wanted one more play.
So the spike kills it at 7.6 seconds.
It looked like he almost lost it when he was trying to pull it up.
It wasn't as smooth as it should have been. So we're going to run at least one more play here with the first unit. Like you said, fourth quarter, probably
going to be a throw to the end zone.
Probably see a lot of clean jerseys here. 1st and 10, or 2nd and 10 from the 22-yard line. Sasser takes the snap. He fakes. He's wanting to throw. Throws out the flat. It's complete to Mobley. He's up at the 20, dodges the man, and brought down around the 15-yard line. Gain of about 7. And the quarter will end right there. At the end of the third quarter, Bleckley 37, South Atlanta 6. We'll take a quick break, James, and be right back. You're listening to Royal Football on the Royal Football Network. Okay, welcome back, everybody. We're about to start the fourth quarter. Bleckley leads at 37-6. It's third down and about 3 from the Hornets' 15-yard line for the Royals. And James, like we said by rule, the running clock will be in effect here in the fourth quarter, being it's more than a 30-point lead. Sasser in the shotgun. Takes the snap. He's wanting to throw. Throws out in the flat. It's complete. Eli Mullis right around the 11-yard line. And I think he's going to have the first down.
Going to be close. He ducked under the guy, and I thought he might scoot out of there after the guy went over the top, but he was able to pull him down. So.
Well, they're going to call it third down, looks like, over there.
Yeah, it looks like they marked him just about a half a yard short, maybe.
Yeah, I thought he got up to 11, but they marked it just shy of the 12. There's going to be fourth and about half a yard. And we're going to keep the offense out there and go for this thing. Clock running here in the fourth quarter at 11:25. Bleckley up by 31 points. Sasser in the shotgun, takes the snap, gives it to Stevens on the read. He's got the first down and more. He's inside the 10. He's inside the 5. And he's going to get the end zone. Touchdown, Bleckley County. That will make it 43 with the extra point to come.
They've got a guy down on the field.
But they have a player down right around the 8-yard line.
He's taking off his helmet.
Yeah, he is rolling around in pain. I don't think that's a cramp. So timeout on the field right now. The Royals are really blowing this thing open here in the second half. That makes it 43-6 with the extra point to come, but they're going to have to tend to the injured player first.
Yeah, right now 43 unanswered for the Royals with the extra point still to come, and they've got their trainer out there working on one of their defensive linemen who's down. There was about 4 of them laying down on the ground when that play ended, and 3 of them got up. And
I said it didn't look like a cramp, but the way they're treating him, it may be a cramp.
Yeah, it looks like it could be. He took off his helmet and everything and rolled it off himself.
So they're massaging his lower calf area there. Probably got a quick minute here, James.
Vidalia lost. I'm sorry, 14-8. That was their first game of the season,
okay.
So that'll be they'll be 0-1 with us coming there, and we'll be 2-1 going into that game.
I'd like to give a quick shout out to Coach Sam Bars and his wife, Miss Debbie Bars. Miss Debbie is going through some medical issues at this time, and we'd like to give a big shout out and let you know, Coach and Miss Debbie, y'all are in our prayers, and we'll keep you in our hearts. And get well soon, Miss Debbie. I don't know if they're listening in or not, but anybody that is listening and knows Coach Bars and his wife, you know what I'm talking about. We won't go into details here out of respect for their privacy. But a big shout out to Coach Bars and his wife, Miss Debbie. Wishing you all well and get well soon, Miss Debbie. All right, the injured player is up walking off the field now. Apparently it was cramps. And Fordham will be on for the extra point for the Royals. Sasser will hold it. 11:14 to go in the game. Bleckley leads it 43-6 with the extra point about to come.
This will be the 6th extra point attempt for the night.
Wow, it looks like they got about 15 players on the field. They're all crowded up on the line there. There's a snap that's set down and kick is up. And the kick is good. And with a timeout on the field with 11:14 to go in the game, Bleckley leads it 44-6.
That's the first touchdown scored in that end zone tonight. There was a safety touch scored on that end zone, but that's the first touchdown scored in that end zone tonight.
You're right. Everything else has been on the other end. So what started out, James, is what we thought when South Atlanta, the second play of the game, they had the ball, went 59 yards for a touchdown, and it has been all Royals ever since.
Maybe we did score a touchdown there in the first quarter, but only one. So.
Well, I think we did. I think,
that's right. We did score in the first quarter. It was going.
We scored after the safety. Remember?
I forget what I said then.
We got after the safety. We got that good return back to around the 25, and we drove down and scored in. So just disregard what we said. Fordham will kick it off. Back deep for the Hornets is Farrell and Young.
But we've had 44 unanswered points here by the Royals after falling behind 6-0, and the mistake on a touchdown. About a 50-yard touchdown run by South Atlanta, which has been their highlight for the night.
Brown.
Yes, by Brown for South Atlanta.
I couldn't hear what you said because of PA. I didn't know.
I didn't say the player. But
I thought you asked me what his name was. Fordham will kick it off. High end-over-end kick, and Young will take it on the bounce at around the 16. He's up to the 20, trying to cut back in the middle of the field. He's going to be hit right around the 22-yard line. Nothing doing right there. And the Hornets will have it first and 10.
Number 7, Tyler Wilcox on the tackle.
And the clock should continue to run, and it does. We're down to 11 minutes now. Well, it'll be a running clock the rest of the way, folks. 44-6, Bleckley.
Unless there's a timeout or a stoppage, referee's timeout, injured player, something like that.
They'll run even on out of bounds or incomplete passes.
So we should be done about 10:07.
That sounds good to me.
10:08.
And we still have pretty much our first unit on defense out there right now. And it looks like they still got their first unit on offense as well. Adams is still in the quarterback. He's in the shotgun. Clock running at 10:20.
A couple exceptions to that. Looks like number 35, Austin Johnson, is in.
And Willie Harris is not in there right now. I don't see 34, but
no, I do
see big number 99. Yeah. He's a starter. Adams in the shotgun, trips to the left, one to the right. Brown in the backfield with him. He'll take a quick pitch at Brown, trying to get around the left side. We miss him in the backfield, and he's up to the 25, up to the 27. Gain of about 3 on the play. He's going to be second down and 7 right there. And under 10 minutes now.
That's number 41, Nazario Johnson, on the tackle there.
It's going to be second down and 7 from about the 27-yard line.
Campers coming, RVs coming through, blowing their horn at us.
Yeah. And let's see. Actually, they give him up to the 27. It's a gain of 4. My math ain't very good. From the 23 to the 27 is 4 yards all day long. So a second and 6. Been a long night, folks. And Adams still in the quarterback. He'll send trips to the left, one guy to the right. Brown in the backfield with him. He takes the snap. He's wanting to throw. Throws a slant. It's incomplete, and hit the guy in the hands of all places. A little high, but probably should have been caught.
Yeah, that was number 4, TJ Mays on the coverage. And Mays, I don't know how tall he is, but he has been outsized in just about every matchup he's been in this year.
The guy that should have caught that ball is a good head taller than him.
Yeah, but he did come up around behind him and make sure he took him down if he had pulled it in.
That was number 9 for them, Summerall. First time we called his name tonight, I believe. Clock still running, 8:50 to go in the game. Bleckley up 44-6, and if you promise to patronize our internet provider, Mr. Chris Nobles, you have our permission to go walk the dog now. Adams in the shotgun, trips to the left. He takes the snap, gives it to Brown on the stretch play, trying to get him around the right side, and he's hit right at the line of scrimmage, and he's still on his feet, pushing the pile forward. He's going to gain a couple near the 30.
Yeah, in those wide tosses, the best thing that's worked for them tonight has been busted plays where he's reversed field and had to go the other way.
It's going to be 4th down and about 3 from the 30-yard line. He did get 3 on that. And, of course, they're going to go for this down as big as they are. And 8:10 to go in counting. Let's see, we have another new guy there, number 62 for the Royals. Let's see who is 62. That is Ryan Bolar. He's a junior. Adams takes the snap. He's rolling to his right, looking to throw. Under rush, throwing long down the right sideline, and almost intercepted. He overthrew everybody. And we had a guy back there that almost picked it off, and Adams took a big hit.
He did, and I thought it was going to be a rough in the passer because it came after the ball was thrown. kind of close, but fortunately for the Royals, it was not called.
And the Royals will take over at the Hornet 30-yard line, and we're probably going to see a lot of young guys here on offense.
Yeah, we'll see who goes out there.
Pretty sure Sasser's night is done. And
yeah, it looks like
we got the B team.
Well, some of them are still going out, but James Teston's going in at quarterback.
Yeah, we got the B team guys coming in. Teston, number 18, the quarterback.
3 of our starting offensive linemen are still in there.
And 33 will be the running back. Let's see who that is.
That's Rodriguez Flag.
Flag is the running back behind him. Two guys to the right, one to the left. Testing in the shotgun. Flag right behind him. Clock still running. 7 minutes to go. Takes a snap. Gives it the flag on the read. He hit behind the line and lost yardage back to about the 33-yard line. And we do have some young guys on that front line, and they all to put it bluntly, they all got beat. And it's going to be second down and about 13 now.
None of them had a pancake.
Now, the whole front line got beat on that play because the entire defensive line made that tackle. And 6:30 to go in the game now. Second down and about 13 for the Royals.
It looks like number 54 is Zeb Dubois in that center now.
Testing in the shotgun. He'll flop his tight end. Takes the snap, and he gives it the flag on the replay again. This time, trying to get around the right side, and nothing doing. They're all over that again. He tried to get outside, and he's brought down he actually lost another yard back to the 34. It's going to be third down and about 14 now. And we're reaching exactly 6 minutes to go in the game. Bleckley up 44-6.
Yeah, that's going to get confusing when they say flag on the carry. Because that was flag that carried it, and there was, people were thinking flag on the carry,
And third down and 14 now for the Royals. As we said, all young guys in there right now, with the exception of 1 or 2 guys, but the skill guys are all backup guys. I know that, with Teston and Flag and the receivers.
Yeah, actually, I think the only lineman that's in there that's as a starter is Zeb Dubois.
Testing shotgun, takes the snap, he fixed the flag, he's wanting to throw, he's throwing the fade right down the right sideline, got Brown down there, he had Mackenzie Brown, number 9, down around the 5-yard line, and pretty good throw.
Brown had T-Rex arms on that.
Yeah, pretty good throw, but Brown just couldn't pull it in, he hit him right in the hands.
He had T-Rex arms on that, if you know what I mean. He shortened his arms in, he didn't stretch them out. If he had stretched them out just a little bit, that ball would have been in his hands instead of slipping through.
Pretty good throw by Teston there.
That was on the money, I would say.
He couldn't have thrown it any better.
Looks like Teston's coming out, and
do we have another quarterback in now?
No, are we gonna punt it?
No, number 14 is in. Number 14's in at quarterback.
14 is. Oh, Dom's back in.
Dom's back in there. Who's 14? That's Sasser. And he gives it the flag on stretch.
Oh, that's 24.
No, it's 24, not 14.
Shane Knighton.
Shane Knighton took the snap. Well, I didn't think they would put Dom back in, even on fourth down.
Well, I guess Coach Lasser thinking get him one snap because.
And they got a guy down, and that is cramps because he come running out, going to run off the field, and he just went down. That's cramps there, and I know how that feels, young man.
Well, you got just over 4 minutes left, and we need a couple of lights to be fixed on the scoreboard, but just over 4 minutes left.
I'm going to say 4:15, but
yeah, I think that's right, but. Anyway, got just over 4 minutes left, and you're not going to get the ball back on offense. So he would have wanted to get one more series in there if he could, but not going to happen. So get that guy at least one snap.
As soon as they get this young man off the field, they'll start. Well, he is really hurting, but that's cramps because I know how it feels when you run off the field and it hits you in your calf. It's like somebody just ties a knot in your muscle. And he is in some kind of pain, but that's got to be cramps.
I've been watching the Tour de France this week, which ends Sunday. They've got the time trials tomorrow and then the ride into Paris on Sunday. But I noticed a commercial for Highlands leg cramps. It is supposed to be a leg cramp medicine that's for athletes to or anybody to help get rid of leg cramps quickly. So I'm wondering if it seems to be a newer product. So I'm wondering if that's something maybe that we'll see start to see on sidelines at some point. I've seen a couple of advertisements, if I can speak here, elsewhere besides just the tour since I saw that. But anyway, something might be helpful to some athletes out there.
And the young man is up, and he's walking a whole lot better than he was before he went down.
It's a good thing our coaches are wearing gray, because otherwise I think our coaches were walking them off. They walk off.
And I tell you, the other night in bed, I think it was Tuesday night, middle of the night, I had a cramp in my right calf. And I thought I was going to have to just cut my leg off. It hurt so bad. It took a few minutes for that to go away.
Yeah.
My wife said I kicked her a couple of times, and I probably did because it was hurting. Anyway, the young man is off the field. 1st and 10 for the Hornets at the Bleckley 40.
Clock's running again, just hits 4 minutes.
Yeah, it's going to be right at the 40-yard line, 1st and 10 Hornets.
About 10:09 will be.
We're down to 3:50 in the game now. So unless they bust a couple of big plays, the game's going to be over in probably 3 or 4 more plays maybe. And we got a bunch of young guys on defense out there now. It looks like the entire B-team defense.
And they're running another guy on late. Looks like a lineman.
And he had to ask Adams what the play was. Actually, that's Lawton in the quarterback now. Brown's still in the backfield with him. So they still have their ones out there. And Lawton, the quarterback, gives it to Brown on the stretch play, trying to get him around the right side. And we hit him low. He tried to break free, but he got about the 43-yard line, gained of about 3
he used the juke button there, the spin button.
One of our guys lost his helmet, got to come off the field. And the clock's still
number
running.
50.
We reached the 3-minute mark now. It's going to be 2nd and 7 for the Hornets right there. 44-6. Bleckley leads it with a running clock here in the 4th quarter. Again, next week we travel to Vidalia to take on the Indians. If you can't make the trip, we'll be there bringing the broadcast. Like we said, COVID permitting.
Yeah, I think they had a game canceled because of COVID.
They did.
Right?
Yeah, I think they did. Yeah.
Their receiver on the other side went about 4 yards past the line, just lined up.
2nd and 7. We're down to 2:38 in the game now. Lawton takes a snap. He's looking to throw. He's got a rusher coming out, throwing long down the right sideline. 2 guys jump up, and it's caught by their guy up at the 20. He's at the 15. He's at the
flag
10.
Down.
Brought down around the 9. There's a flag
at the 30.
At the 20 at the 30-yard line.
I don't know if it's going to be pass interference on offense or defense or holding or.
I thought our guy was going to pick it off. He went up, but the ball went right over his hand, and they call it offensive interference.
Yeah.
It's going to be offensive interference.
Raleigh said, and I thought that's what I was fixing to say.
I really thought we were going to intercept that, but it went right through his hands, and their guy caught it, and he got down the inside of the 10, but it's coming back. It'll be offensive interference on the Hornets. With 2:16 to go in the game, as soon as they mark off the penalty, the clock will start again.
And that penalty goes back to the line of scrimmage, the previous line of scrimmage, and will be 10 yards from that spot. They're discussing, is it going at the spot of the foul? No,
I don't think it is, unless they change that rule now. Like I said, I hadn't officiated.
You can't give the offense 30 yards
for
10,
for
20,
penalty,
30. Yeah, and then penalize them. That's not.
Yeah, I thought they had to come back to the line, but they'd been. I hadn't called.
Not on that type of penalty.
Yeah, I hadn't officiated so many years. I didn't know if they may have changed it or not. It will be a penalty on from the 43, and they'll mark it off all the way back to the Hornet 33. It is a 10-yard penalty. It'll be 2nd down.
And they took up another minute on that.
2nd down and 17. Clock running now. We're under 2 minutes.
Their own 33-yard line.
Lawton shotgun, and their left tackle took off about 10 minutes too early.
He figures since he was late to the field in the first play, he'd get an early start that time.
I think he may be his first action tonight, the way he's acting, because
he hadn't been out there all night.
His jersey's clean. And the clock, even with the penalty, the clock's still running. He's at 30.
He's a sophomore, big guy, big kid.
And it's 2nd down right at their own 30, 2nd down and about 19 to go. Not quite 20 yards. And Lawton's in the shotgun again, trips to the right. Brown's in the backfield with him, and he'll give it to Brown on the stretch play. He cuts back in the middle of the field. He's got some room. He's up to the 40. Tries to break a tackle, spins over to 45, down around the 48. Almost got the first down. But remember, that's their first guy running against our B team guys.
Yeah, Nazario Johnson came from the backfield, chasing back down, and help clean up that tackle there.
It's going to be third down about a yard. Third down in the yard. Third and we're down to 40 seconds, so a couple more plays and the game will be over unless they bust a long one here, and they almost did then.
Yeah.
Brown's still back in the backfield. Lawton's in the shotgun, trips to the right, one guy to the left.
You'd bet they're going to give the ball to Brown again, see if he can pick up a few more yards.
He's wanting to throw. He's wanting to throw. Now he's going to flip it out to Brown and out in the flat. It's complete. The one guy run right by him. He's got the first down over the 50. He's over the 45 and brought down about the 42-yard line.
That's number 30, Hayden Briggs, was heading out there, and as soon as Brown cut back, he kept going and let him go.
We're down to 10 seconds. The clock should probably
They
go
will
run out
not get
right
another
there.
play off, it doesn't look like.
The clock is going to run out. That's going to be your game, folks. Final score, Bleckley County 44, South Atlanta 6. A big win.
Oh, sorry, they took a timeout with a tenth of a second left.
They took a timeout with 1/10 of a second. They want to run one more play. How about that?
Well, we were trying to wrap it up here.
Yeah, well, folks, we're going to run one more play here with a 1/10 of a second to go. It's
Don't leave us yet.
44-6. But, James, a big win by the Royals after such a heartbreaking loss last week.
Not that much. The ball's going to be way back here. There you go.
I'm trying to get all my stuff together here.
So, yeah, after
Such a heartbreaking loss last week. Way to bounce back.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, a good showing by the offense and defense tonight, and good momentum to carry into next week. At Vidalia again lost tonight in their first game of the season. They've had some COVID issues and not been able to play, but so we'll, COVID permitting, we will be down there next week bringing you the game.
One more play. Lawton takes the snap. He's looking to throw. The clock runs out. He's going to heave it to the end zone, and it's just batted around, incomplete. The game will end right there. And now
they're asking for a pass interference.
Not going to get that 44-6 game, no. And now it is official. Final. Bleckley County 44, South Atlanta 6. And James, like we said, a big win after such a heartbreaking loss last week.
Yeah, it looks like just the coaches are going to shake hands tonight.
Yeah, and South Atlanta's got a long ride home, so they're probably ready to get out of here anyway.
Yeah, they're not even sending them to the locker rooms. They're sending them straight to the bus.
Yeah. But anyway, final score, Bleckley 44, South Atlanta 6. And
now this time you just say we're going to
now we are going to
next
play
week.
Vidalia next week. I said that a couple weeks ago and was totally wrong.
But this time you're right. So Vidalia next week, we'll be bringing you.
I'm sorry, I was watching
I'm not
one
sure
of
what
their
the
players.
whistles are
I
for.
don't know what he was doing. One of their players was like he may have been upset with the coach or something. But
Oh, that's the coach blowing the whistle. I thought the officials were blowing the whistle. And I was like, game's over.
well, see, I don't understand. We got a couple of deputies down there getting, but
Well,
I think that may be precaution.
That's
but
precautionary, and that's why they didn't shake hands because
I
they were
think
going back
do
and
that.
forth chippy
They may do that all
the
the time, but one of their players was like he was upset with one of their coaches, and I don't know what that was about. But they got each other. They got him calmed down now. And they're just kneeling down talking right now.
I think with the teams being so chippy during the game and everything, they're still talking, and so they wanted to keep it safe there. But
the Royals are standing in front of the band singing the alma mater as they do after every game, win or lose.
And so next week we'll be at Vidalia. We'll be bringing you pregame at 7:20, kickoff at 7:30. If you can't make the trip down there, join us. We'll be there. And if you hadn't subscribed, subscribe so you can get our stuff every week. We picked up about 55 subscribers in the last week since before last week's game. So subscribe if you hadn't already, so you can make sure you get your notices. And Don, anything else?
I'm ready to go.
I'm good too.
It was a great game, big win for the Royals. We go to 2-1 on the year, and like I said, Vidalia next week, and then after that, COVID permitting, we'll play Dodge County. But Dodge County season right now, to be honest with you, is up in the air.
Yeah, we'll have a bye week in between those on the 2nd.
Because COVID has really hit them hard down there. They had to cancel their next 2 games. So, but right now we got to focus on Vidalia and worry about Dodge when it comes.
Yep.
All right, that'll do it, folks. Once again, your final score here from Cochran, Georgia, Bleckley County 44, South Atlanta 6. For Mr. James Hagler and Mr. Raleigh Hagler, I'm Don Byron saying thanks for listening, everybody. We'll see you next week right here on the Royal Football Network. Good night, everybody.